that's going to be very hard to lay off of. Right now, he has not executed that pitch, but his fastball, as we can imagine, is going to have extra life on it with adrenaline.
Fought to Garcia with a 1-1. Yeah, that's outside for ball 2.
What the Rangers did so well in game 1 against Zach Gallen, they didn't chase. They got the better of it. They came back and won the game. What Merrill Kelly did is establish fastballs at the bottom and then east and west of the strike zone and took them out of their game.
That is a sky-high fly ball to center field for Alec Thomas. And the rookie Brandon Pfaadt just keeps on doing it. 1-2-3 first inning in his World Series debut.
Every family has one. You know the one who pushes the limits. Who's always up for a challenge. Who never backs down, but always has your back. Every family has one. Well, we have 3. Meet the Chevy ZR2 family. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
So he saved big on a laser hair remover at Amazon. And now he's debuting what he calls the Flying Dutchman. Smooth move, Andrew.
Is it possible to fall in love with your home before you even step inside?
Discover the Magnolia Home James Hardy collection, available now in siding colors, styles, and textures, curated by Joanna Gaines.
ProPlan is always advancing, with game-changing formulas that promote mental sharpness and help extend lives. See what nutrition can do. Purina ProPlan, always advancing.
Run or go. This could be it. We're all getting free tacos.
Enjoy America's favorite pastime with your favorite tacos. Sign up now for Taco Bell Rewards and get a free Doritos Locos Tacos courtesy of Cattell Marte, only on the app.
Here it comes, Corbin Carroll to lead off the bottom of the first for the Diamondbacks, and Tor Lavella's lineup looks like this. Martin Moreno to follow, then Walker, Pham, and Gurriel. Even got the sweet hair featured in our cartoon mock-up of this lineup. Thomas, Longoria, and Perdomo round out the lineup against Max Scherzer after missing more than a month with a shoulder. It's kind of been, John, what you would expect a rehab in the postseason would be. What should we be looking for tonight to know if he's figured it out?
Fastball command and that slider that he hasn't had really locked in. And I think for tonight, the Diamondbacks should be pretty aggressive. It's not the perfect command that Scherzer has, but he's a strike thrower.
Curve inside, ball 1.
And there's a first example of what he thinks. A pitcher will always tell you what he thinks another team's going to do, and he thinks they're going to try to attack his fastball that he throws for strikes about 70% of the time.
There's a strike. It's 1-1. Number 1 first pitch strike percentage of anybody in baseball, and that's been something for him throughout his career. And then you get this aggressive, persistent Diamondbacks lineup. Has applied constant pressure all year.
And there's the slider. It had good break to it. But can he get it consistently off again? I always talk about pitching in the lane of your fastball. In the lane of your fastball should be where all your breaking balls start, because then the hitter cannot pick up the difference between those two pitches with the release point.
He only threw that 3 times in Game 7 against the Astros.
Oh, no!
outside is a little bit inside, but they asked down to third, and he went around, and it's 2-2. Now, he says that it was matchup oriented. He didn't think it was a good pitch against Houston, but pretty clearly he's not had the feel for it through his first two. Comes home with a 2-2 to Carroll. It is bounce left side. Seager's there. Carroll puts it up that line. Seager knew and got rid of it quickly for the first out. Let's see how the umpires line up tonight. It's Alfonso Marquez calling balls and strikes. Marquez had the smallest strike zone of any plate umpire in baseball this year, although historically that has not fazed Max Scherzer. He's always pitched pretty well when Marquez has been back there.
You know what else hasn't fazed him? Facing his former first team. 9-0. He was drafted by the Diamondbacks, of course, traded. A lot of people felt that he couldn't stay healthy with the mechanics he had. You know there's chips on people's shoulders. I bet you that chip's still there.
He says there's not, but he's only human. His first one to Marte is a fastball away. That was 15 years ago that Scherzer broke into the big leagues right here with the Diamondbacks. In a game that people still talk about. He faced 13 Astros, retired them all, struck out 9 of them. There's the changeup, and it's 2-0. So he remembers striking out Lance Berkman and then striking out Miguel Tejada and saying to himself, okay, I belong here. From that moment forward, he knew that he could do what he wanted to. Falls behind Marte, 3-0. As sure of a thing as there's been in this postseason. Ketel Marte with a postseason record 18-game hitting streak to open his career. Ian Carroll, very productive in this World Series. Bottom of the order has been reaching. Those guys have been driving him in. Taken all the way, and it's ball 4. Marte will sprint down there to first. He said that he had to tell his 3 young daughters, hey, girls, you know Daddy used to pitch for the Diamondbacks? And they said, really? And then he pulled up some old video, and he said, Daddy, you look young.
Yeah, he was young.
So one out base runner here, and Gabriel Moreno started the scoring in game 2 with a home run. Stands in. Takes a strike.
Well, you can run on Max Scherzer, and obviously the threat of stealing bases is all over the DNA of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
On pause and an 0-1 pitch. Bouncing ball left side. Young gets there. Goes to second one. And the first, a double play to help Scherzer face the minimum here in the first.
Just what you want to be, you will be in the end, and I love you. Yes, I love you. I love you.
British Chanel.
This MLB season, FanDuel is taking you out to every ball game. New customers bet $5 to get $150 bonus if your team wins.
You are not related. There's no ancestry connecting you. But look how similar you are. You work at it. You keep going. You may not be brothers and sisters, but if tough were a gene, you would be.
nothing scary about Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the #1 longest-lasting AA battery.
I can get used to this.
Me too.
Experience more with $100 credit at hundreds of hotels from Chase Sapphire Reserve. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Strike? Well, professional baseball person Julio Rodriguez, I'm here to call foul play on phone offers that lock you into a 3-year device contract.
I hate that.
Everybody hates that, Julio Rodriguez. Luckily, with T-Mobile's best Go 5G plans, new and existing customers always get the same great phone deals, and they even have a plan which makes you upgrade ready every year.
Nice food.
Thank you. May I borrow your ball-hitting stick? So sorry.
Take charge of your upgrades with our best Go 5G plans at T-Mobile.
Oh! Sorry.
T-Mobile wants you to win tickets to a game next season. Text predict to 595959 by the start of the third inning for a chance to up your game. Second inning back here in Phoenix. You get the drone going with the roof open. What a perfect day for baseball.
Sure is. I mean, you couldn't ask for conditions more ideal for players to be at their best this time of the year.
Brandon Pfaadt was in the first inning going 1-2-3. Faces Evan Carter to open this second. Carter has started his postseason career on a 14-game on-base streak. And today finds himself hitting cleanup, something that he's done 6 times before when he was in A-ball last year. He's the 4th youngest guy to hit cleanup in a World Series game. Cabrera, Cobb, Soto. Unfazed at every step. Hits it hard and through, and he's the first base runner of the day for Texas. And so he's reached in all 15 games in his first postseason.
This guy's just as cool as they come, and he took a good changeup, and that's going to be the pitch of the night. I really think it's an above-average pitch, but he stays in the strike zone. He doesn't expand the strike zone. A disciplined hitter for a young hitter, it's unbelievable.
It'll be interesting to see if the Rangers push the envelope a little bit on the bases. They have not. He is a guy that could. Great speed. A little bit low for ball one on Garver. Because this is a great home run hitting team, and because of that power, you never feel like they're out of a game. But because of the reliance on that power, it can also mean that they go silent. We've seen it through the regular season. We've seen it at times in this postseason. And they generate a little more offense if they don't have the pass. Down the line foul.
Yeah, it's interesting how the lineup's constructed. Aggressive early, and then these middle guys get more patient and they don't expand the zone. It's a good balance. 2 of these teams really don't strike out that often. I mean, great pitching performances are going to get them, but they're 2 really good teams at putting the ball in play and taking advantage of mistakes pitchers make in the zone.
Garver had the offense in game 2 with a solo shot. Cracks his bat and a bouncer back to Pfaadt. There's 1. There's 2.
Well, you would think he'd get more of these opportunities, but I believe that's only the 6th double play turn while he's been on the mound. He's more of a fly ball pitcher, swing and miss pitcher, but he just executes this perfectly.
That's a sinker that he's thrown more and more of, especially as his postseason's got underway. His first one, Jonah Heim, is swung on and missed. Starts him with a sinker.
And that's why they primarily moved him over, in my opinion, to the first base side of the rubber, to take advantage of the angle of that sinker. Well, you got a 4-seam fastball slider guy, you typically want to pitch on the third base side of the rubber. But this allows that sinker to play longer in the strike zone.
And then he turns it up with a 4-seam. And it's 0-2 on Heim. He's gotten swings and misses at double the rate in October that he did during the regular season. Brandon Pfaadt's 0-2 is another fastball. Then it's popped into shallow center field. Here comes Alec Thomas. And he faces the minimum, an 8-pitch second for Pfaadt.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than this.
All right, who's going to deliver the toys to the kids?
Yoo-hoo!
No.
Sarah, you do it.
Really?
Yeah.
You steal the presents one time.
I've stolen them no times.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Pictures of Max. Yuck!
My bucket's leaking. Huh? Look. Oh my gosh, Milo caught a fish!
Back to the lake. Thanks.
Bye, fishy.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Every year, thousands of athletes disappear in clutch moments due to falling hydration levels. They've been told how you feel yourself doesn't matter. Then just like that, they're gone. Get yourself back in the game. Get yourself a Gatorade. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel.
We love this house. It really has it all.
Yeah, but our neighbor, he's a little opinionated.
Next on Golf Dad.
Rank 1! I think I'll make me a big salad. Rank 2!
At least Geico makes it easy to bundle our home and car insurance.
Strike 3!
What are you talking about? That's a cute shirt. You need glasses, pal.
That's it. You're out of here.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
He's done this to me before.
I wish for the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro.
Sean! Do you mean this one, the one with titanium? It's so light, don't touch it. Maybe stealing wishes from the birthday boy is not your best plan. Switch to Verizon and get iPhone 15 Pro on them. What? Yep, and on an amazing network.
And I don't have to ruin any more birthday parties.
Yeah, that ship has sailed. Let's go get you that iPhone. Here we go. Come on now.
Get iPhone 15 Pro, Apple TV 4K, and 6 months of Apple One. All 3 on us. Only on Verizon.
Hey, you!
New Balance, we got now.
Sunday on Fox, it's Dallas and it's Philly in one of the biggest games of the year.
Give me everything you got!
Now, the 2 longtime rivals collide in America's Game of the Week. Sunday at 4 Eastern on Fox.
Tonight's telecast is sponsored by Capital One. What's in your wallet? First World Series game in Phoenix since Luis Gonzalez's floater fell into center field 22 years ago. That made Randy Johnson the winner for the 2nd game in a row. And guess who combined in the ceremonial first pitch? Randy Taganzo. Legends forever. RG on what they did in that 2001 World Series. No score, bottom 2. Max Scherzer back to work against Christian Walker, who drives the first one that he sees. Right center field. Taveras on the move. Not going to get there. He rides the momentum with a 9th inning single in game 2 and doubles on the first pitch that he sees. Uh-oh. Have they unlocked Christian Walker?
Well, this game is filled with momentum, and you got to chase results in this game, and sometimes you chase them so hard you get into a funk. That single in the 9th, that feeling of getting to first base, it's hard to not say it didn't translate to that swing here in Arizona.
There's 2 of his previous 26 going into game 2. He hit it hard a couple times, got robbed a couple times, and then had that 9th inning base hit, and they were hoping that it was a sign of things to come. Doubles on the first pitch of the 2nd. First runner in scoring position in this game, and it's for Tommy Pham. He was 4 for 4 in game 2.
All right, early signs for Scherzer. I've noticed fastball doesn't have quite the late life. Whether that's the thumb or not, you can only guess. It has something to do with it. Fastball in the previous outings looked like it had more life in the zone and more velocity.
Sliders throw to right center field. That's a base hit. Stopped at third as Walker runs through the stop sign. Garcia guns him down. Tony Perez-Chica giving a clear stop sign to Christian Walker, who just barreled through it. And one of the best arms in baseball makes him pay.
Yeah, I stopped looking at him when I saw the stop sign. I really did. He's waving him here, right? And then he gets to there, and he's not looking. He just saw the waving, and he never looked back up. And it's too late at that point.
And I guess seeing that, you can understand the eyes had gone down.
Yeah, you got to pick it back up, though, when you get to third base and pick up the third base coach.
So outfield assist from Garcia. Hans Gurriel tapping one along first and foul. Garcia's a Gold Glove finalist, but should be a Gold Arm finalist, largely because of what he does with that arm. Third in the majors in outfield assists this year. He's got his first one of the postseason to keep Game 3 scoreless. Pham at second, one gone. Here's an 0-1 to Gurriel. Curve is popped up. Simeon's there. 2 out.
The one thing to look for in the first inning, we saw some sliders. Look, it's going to be key that he gets the ball to turn the corner. See how this ball backs up? Now he got away with it. He got it out, but then he makes a much better pitch. See how late turn gets off the end of the bat, and that got a double play ball. For Max Scherzer, he's going to have to be really effective with that pitch. Otherwise, the Arizona Diamondbacks do not strike out that much. They will put the ball in play.
2 out, Alec Thomas. A curve is in there. And that has seemed like, John, the pitch that he's most comfortable with in his 3 starts this postseason.
Yeah, so far, he's had feel for that, and it's a total different style of pitch, right? When the breaking ball comes out of his hand, it has a big loop to it, looks like a ball to the hitter, and then usually late life fastball gets by the hitter after seeing that.
Shaking a bunch here to get to this. Buzzes a fastball in.
I mean, a team that prides themselves so much on aggressive style running in the Diamondbacks. The first mistake, that's first and third, nobody out. And it turned into man on second, 1 out, and a chance for Scherzer to get out of this inning.
Fires the 1-1 pitch. Thomas bounces one off Scherzer. Ricochets to Young. Bad throw. 1-5-3. Put a star on that. Unreal. Josh Young barehands the deflection and ends this second inning unfathomably with no runs having scored.
Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
Death is in our air. And sea and earth. It can come for us at any moment.
This battle, this World Series is going to be tight.
These guys are picking up where they left off.
It's tied! And the legend grows!
My goodness, he's done it again.
These Diamondbacks been here before.
The answer backs.
This is just beautiful baseball right now.
Merrill Kelly pitching the game of his life
To set the tempo and the tone for the Diamondbacks.
Both these teams are fearless.
Monster tacos are back at Jack in the Box, along with new spicy Angry Monster tacos. Come and get them. We dare.
We dare you. Get 2 for just $3. I just wrote a slogan for my new chicken parm sauced and loaded Sandos. Imagine a chicken parm, but better. 2 chicken strips on a brioche bun, topped with curly fries, pepperoni, white cheese sauce, marinara, and mozzarella. Yeah, I'm a marketing genius. Try them today.
Fox.
Start Saturday strong with Big News Saturday on Fox. The 7th-ranked Texas Longhorns host the K-State Wildcats.
What a run! Listen to this crowd!
It's Big News Saturday on Fox.
Top three, no score. Nathaniel Lowe fouls off first one into the glove from Brandon Fought. John, this first 2 innings of this game got to be what baseball had in mind with the rule changes of the pitch clock. It has been action, 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 just like that.
It sure has, and these teams feed off of it. Of course, they want to create action and chaos and make the other team feel that pressure.
Still no runs, though. No balls and 2 strikes.
You know, we play this game thankfully to the scoreboard, but if it were based on your perception of how each starter looks, big time favorite right now in Arizona. He has come out. Brandon has been sharp. On the other side, Scherzer has gotten away with a few things, but a veteran knows how to pitch when he doesn't have his complete ace stuff, and he's going to have to battle, as he will. But right now, the young kid looks sharp.
He's faced the minimum through 2 innings, just 1 hit in the second, promptly erased that with a double play ball. And he's coming off pitching Game 7 in Philadelphia. Held the Phillies to 2 runs over 4 innings in that game. Oh, Joss misses low with a sinker. That was after Game 3 against the Phillies here. 5 2/3 scoreless innings. Struck out 9 in that game. Thought he had his first one of this one here.
A good pitch.
And he got the umpire with the smallest zone in baseball on the year there in Marquez. 1-2. Do it again. Adolis Garcia. Here can be part of the plan if you don't have your best stuff. Just make him hit it to Adolis. He'll take care of it. 95 miles per hour on that throw.
Yeah, running as hard as he can with his head down. And at that point, it was all committed.
These are 2 of the best defensive teams in baseball. You saw that play there, and then the tremendous play Josh Young made off the ricochet on Scherzer. Helping the Rangers put up a 0 in that second inning. And now it's Lowe looking for his first hit of this fall classic. Waiting on a 1-2 and taking a change low. Count evens up.
Can't tell you how many hitters would have swung at that pitch, but a good recognition. Low. Letting it go low.
Here's the 8th pitch. Boy, oh boy, it's been tight.
He's outside, but that's the kind of pressure you want to put on everybody, the hitter and the umpire, if you're a pitcher.
Hot shot, base hit right center field. Towards the gap, hustling over Thomas to cut it off. Lowe for second. Thomas's throw not in time. And Nathaniel Lowe's first hit of this World Series is a double to lead off the 3rd.
The other thing we talked about in Game 1 was they're going to have to run on the outfielders of Arizona. They do not have great arms, but they cover great territory. That's a perfect example. Lowe's not a speedster, but when he hit that ball to split the gap, he knew he was going to second the whole time.
And so he's in scoring position for Josh Young. We have said this is a obviously much different guy than the one that debuted against the Texas Rangers in early May. But on that day, Josh Young took him deep twice. Young's had a good World Series so far. 3 hits, some good defense. Takes his slider down and away, and the count's 1-1. 25-year-old rookie at another one of the young guys. Really, both these teams, young players that no moment looks too big for him. The 1-1 pitch. Chopper, foul.
So far, it's early. So far, the Rangers have not expanded the zone on that great slider that he has. He has only thrown 1 or 2 for strikes. And when you can do that and stay disciplined, it makes hitting the fastball a little bit easier. Because when you chase the slider, you're now susceptible to that fastball just eating you up in the zone or up and in.
Young's been a guy who has chased breaking pitches quite a bit this year. The 1-2 is a nasty sinker to get him swinging. One gone in the third, down to the Arizona dugout. Tom Verducci.
Sorry, Lovello, give you credit for truth in advertising. Brandon Pfaadt filling up the strike zone. You said he's a strike thrower. What are the signs you see early?
Yeah, I think it's some good life on his fastball, and he got right to his secondary stuff, and it was working from the get-go.
Christian Walker hit fourth ball. He's hit over 100 miles an hour the last 2 games. But the base running, what did you see?
Yeah, great at-bat, great job of staying with the pitch. Just a little bit of a late read, ran through a stop sign, but he took ownership of it. He's very accountable, and that's a big word in our culture. Thanks, Tori. Thanks.
And so this game's still 0-0. Rangers their first chance. The 9-hitter Leody Taveras. Not an 0-1 from Pfaadt. Fouls it back, and it's 0-2.
Taveras is going to have to make an in-game adjustment at some point in this series. He's either going to get the only fastball he gets, which is right there. He's going to get secondary stuff. He has not been able to stay off the changeup or the low breaking ball. So a lot of pressure on him to recognize those pitches because he's swinging over the top. And when you see that as a staff and a team, you keep going to it until he changes you.
The Diamondbacks have, and he has not. He's another one of the guys that took 5 deep back in May, but in an 0-2 hole here. A chance for the Rangers to get it done in a way other than hitting the ball over the fence. Just 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position in this World Series. Not scored a run in a way other than the home run since the 3rd inning of Game 1. Pfaadt's 1-2. Taken low.
That pitch starts over the middle of the plate. He has not stayed off it yet. That one was more in. Started down.
Top of the order after Taveras. Here comes a 2-2. Bouncing ball to second for Marte. The third goes low, 2 out. All right, here again comes that man, Marcus Semien, who flied out his first time.
Yeah, and Texas has gotten this far without their stud really getting on track. And the reason it is he's staying stubborn to the inner part of the strike zone. But guess what? Nobody's really made that mistake yet. And they're pitching him away, and he's still trying to pull the baseball. The first hit it gets the other way will be huge.
Pulls it foul. Marcus said that he learned a long time ago that pressing gets you nowhere. And hung over the plate a little bit. His career where he struggled early on had to learn a lot of those lessons. Really the first half of his career he was a below average hitter. Runner at third, 2 out, and 0-1 pitch is inside, and it's 1-1. Last 5 years though, 30 home runs a season for Semien. He's played in more games than anybody. He's been just a model of durability, reliability, and production. In this postseason though, 190. On this 1-1 pitch, Semien takes down and away for ball 2.
This would be a huge momentum swing for the Rangers if they got out of the bottom half of the second inning the way they did and then get a 2-out hit right here to take the lead. What a change of events that would be.
2-1. Lifted to left center field. Thomas on the move, not going to get there. Marcus Semien finally comes through with a base hit to left center field. Rangers strike first in Game 3.
Well, you see where that pitch was. That pitch came back into his sweet spot, and he was able to get the ball to the left center side. See how he pulls his hands in, keeps that barrel through the zone, and he got a mistake, and he made the most of it. I mean, it literally flips so much momentum and mental. The mental part of this game is so huge, right? You got really should have been first and third, nobody out in a big inning in the play, and they don't get anything, and then come right back and get a big 2-out hit.
Giving the Diamondbacks a bit of their own medicine from Game 2. Now we get a quick word from Capital One.
We need a clutch hit. Derek Jeter. Hang in there, rookie.
Marcus Semien just did his best Jeter impersonation with a 2-out World Series hit right there to make it 1-0 Texas. And these teams are both unbeaten in this postseason when scoring first. Texas also unbeaten this postseason on the road at 8-0. Corey Seager smashes the ball down the line. Goodbye. 3-0 Texas. Second of the World Series for Corey Seager, and boy, his home runs get out in a hurry.
He hasn't seen a ton of pitches to hit, but the ones he's seen, they're not getting back.
Took a first pitch changeup and hammered it. Strike one on Garcia. So the Rangers finally do crack through in a way other than a home run. It keeps the inning alive for a home run. The 18th of Seager's postseason career. Hey. Fatso 2 is shot down the line foul.
That's the 5th home run by Seager, and 3 of them on the first pitch. So he is very aggressive. There's nobody that doesn't know that, but yet he's been able to get 3 pitches crushing.
First pitch after the mound visit. You know, they went out there telling him he's going to be aggressive, and so he understood the first pitch changeup. But the hitting robot, the hitting savant, Corey Seager, ready for it to make it 3-0 Rangers. Out of the road, 2 to Garcia, who's made his impact on this game defensively already. Looking for his first hit since his walk-off home run in Game 1. Clock delivers 1-2. Garcia swings and misses at the high fastball. That does it for the Rangers in the 3rd, but they struck first in Game 3. They got the 2-out base hit from Semien, and then a 2-run home run from Seager. 1 pitch later.
The Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. Earn 2% cash back on what you want, like a lightweight road bike, clip-in shoes, and a moisture-wicking jersey.
What? Is it too much?
And 2% cash back on what you need.
What?
I think you missed a spot.
Is it bad?
It's not good.
The Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. That's real life ready.
With Boost Infinite, get iPhone 15 Pro with titanium and save up to 40% on your monthly bill. Transcend to a wireless utopia and experience America's smart network. With unparalleled coverage from 3 of the nation's top wireless networks. No trade-in needed to get iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us. Save up to 40% on your monthly bill and enjoy the latest iPhone every year with unlimited wireless.
Booking.com.
Vacation ideas?
How about a resort with a pool?
I was thinking house by a dude ranch.
How about a hotel in a baseball town?
Nice catch, kid.
Thanks, kid.
Is that Ken Griffey?
Junior.
How about a resort with a water slide?
Downtown hipster trendy boutique hotel?
No.
We could rent a house on the beach.
I like that idea. Play ball in more places. Booking.com? Yeah.
And Doug.
And Doug says you can customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. He hits his mark center stage and is crushed by a baby grand piano. Are you replacing me? With this guy?
Customize and save with Liberty Bibbity.
He doesn't even have a mustache.
Oh, look, a Bee-Boo.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
You get the batteries? You didn't get the batteries. What you got? Oh, this is
Merry Christmas!
We don't just have everything. We have your thing.
The 2023 World Series on Fox is presented by Capital One. The series is tied at a game apiece. Rangers lead game 3-0. Max Scherzer pitching with the lead for the first time. Begins Evan Longoria with a curveball. So his world has shifted a little bit. He was struggling to find it. Looked like they were going to crack through against him, and now he blinks and he's leading.
Tell you what, it was 10 minutes of crazy turnaround. You give a guy like Scherzer, who, you know, he's never going to tell you he wasn't at his best. You give him a 3-run lead, that's a shot of adrenaline that not only he could use, but he will pitch aggressively with that lead. A lot different than obviously if it's 0-0.
30th postseason game for Scherzer, his fourth start in the World Series. He says some people say the bigger the game, the more subdued you should be. Not me, says Scherzer. He said, I think the opposite. I've got to match the moment. And he's got that persona. He's got that adrenaline always flowing. In order to do so, he has great theater for the biggest stage. And he's home with a 1-2 to Longoria. Got him swinging.
Here's the thing we didn't see when we first saw this. We knew it hit him off the back, but it hits him off the elbow first. So you wonder what that felt like. And of course, never want to get hit on your pitching arm, and especially there. So he felt that right away, had time to go in and assess it. So it's already been a grind. It's the thumb, it's the comeback, it's the hit off of the elbow that turned into a great play.
Perdomo squares around, takes a strike. He's like Henry Rowan-Gardner, though, rookie of the year. His arm breaks, and then he comes out and gets his first strikeout. Max Scherzer, start to see some of that fuel bubbling, some of that energy that he occasionally keeps under the surface, but it's always lurking. The energy and intensity of Mad Max. No one to Perdomo. He's up and away. Did you ever have to do any arts and crafts as Max put it?
Yeah. That was. You know, I know pitchers get made fun of a lot. Oh, you got a blister. You got a cracked nail. Can't afford it. It's the worst thing that can happen. And what happened is the time off, and then your calluses don't get quite. When you're throwing a baseball, and you're doing this for a living, you want everything when you leave spring training you shouldn't really get too many of those issues, but it definitely is impacting him. To what degree, we'll find out. I think later the game goes, the worse it'll be.
Fly ball down the line, easy one for Garcia, and 2 up and 2 down in this third inning. Oh, and the postseason is sponsored by Charles Schwab. Texas trying to set a record for the most road wins in a postseason. Now, you couldn't win more than 8 prior to 1995 when they went to, obviously, the wild card era. They've already matched the most road wins within one postseason ever, the 2019 Nationals that Scherzer was a part of from the 1996 Yankees.
Stoic manager.
Oh, he and Scherzer opposite ends of the emotional spectrum, aren't they?
Sure are. And that's the beauty of 26 different personalities.
Carroll with his second look at Scherzer tonight. 2 balls and no strikes. Grounded to short his first time. Homered against Scherzer when he saw him back in early July. Max Scherzer in his 16th season. He began right here in Arizona. 3 Cy Youngs, 3,000 strikeouts, and 1 championship ring in 2019.
All 4.
That is the wrong guy to issue a 2-out walk to. There is the thumb.
Yeah, you gotta try your best to keep that from opening up, and that's going to be the time will determine on how effective that will be for Max.
How long before Carroll takes off here? Not long. Has not attempted a steal yet in this World Series. Diamondbacks have 5 as a team, but none of them from him.
Again, the threat, if it causes Max to just be off a little bit by being too quick to home plate, that has an effect to the hitter, and they'll take that. The Diamondbacks don't have to always run. They want the threat of running.
0-1 pitch. Marte takes it to do it, and that will do the job. Carroll making the turn. He will throw on the brakes. If there's anybody who can make that a consideration, it would be him. But he's into scoring position for Marte.
Well, right guy up for the Diamondbacks. They did a lot of 2-out damage in last game. Yes, there was a day off in between, but Texas flipped the script on them the previous inning with 3 2-out runs.
Marte. Nice one to left field. Carter's coming on. He's there. And they strand Carroll at second. Captain Marvel returns in Marvel Studios. The Marvels, only in theaters November 10th. Here's a special look at the film.
Heroes. That's something the world sorely needs.
Avengers. There will always be more. Finish my work.
This is just the beginning.
She's destroying every place I call home. I'm taking powers from this. If I don't fix this, it will be the end of everything. You got this.
I'm asking for one last fight.
The Marvels, rated PG-13, in theaters November 10. Get tickets now.
There are people who say things aren't made here anymore. Those people should come to Michigan, or Kentucky, or Missouri, where you'll find Ford workers, not just assembling vehicles, but building the future of automotive manufacturing. It's why Ford employs the most hourly auto workers in this country. Can't speak for the other guys, but we're all in on America.
We love the new place.
Great space for watching games.
Nothing better than baseball.
There were a few concessions.
Get your hot dogs here! Hot dog! Hot dog!
Hot churros!
At least Geico makes it easy to bundle our home and car insurance.
Popcorn! Cotton candy!
We already have food.
Oh, I'll take the cotton candy.
You got any bubble gum?
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Hello?
Explore endless design possibilities to find your personal style. Endless Hardy siding colors, textures, and styles. It's possible with James Hardy.
Andrew just saved big on a laser hair remover at Amazon. Because less hair, more air.
Game 3 of this series from Chase Field. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. Game 4 here on Fox, where it's going to be dueling bullpen games. Carter taking ball 1 from Brandon Pfaadt. That's part of what makes this already fascinating pitching matchup that much more important. How deep can these two guys get? Because once the bullpens take over tonight, John, this is their series until Game 5, really.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the big theme right now has been Brandon has not gotten his breaking balls enough for strikes, and the Rangers are not swinging at it. So they're really looking to hit fastballs, and there was a good swing and miss on a changeup.
Hot shot on the ground to second. Marte's got to get Carter. MLB celebrates the life and legacy of Roberto Clemente by presenting the 2023 Roberto Clemente Award, presented by Capital One. Aaron Judge wins it for his positive contributions on and off the field, supporting those in the community. Go to MLBtogether.com to learn more. It's an award that you want. I know anybody that wins that award, that means something special to them.
Yeah, it really is. It's win it once, and everything you do in your baseball career will have a memory of statistics, but that one off the field and on the field is probably the most prestigious award you can win in the game of baseball.
Pretty cool. And one of the best players wins an off the field award too, like Judge. 1 ball, 1 strike on Garver. One and two.
I'll tell you one thing we got to be prepared for. In Texas, we will never get a foul ball in the booth. Oh, man. We got a great chance to get a foul ball in the booth here, so head on a swivel.
Yeah, we went from one end of the view spectrum to the other.
Yeah.
Up in the moon there in Texas. Got to chase one of the best sliders he's thrown tonight.
Well, he was working awfully hard in the innings in between on that pitch, and that slider right there is deadly when it starts in the strike zone. And here we are, right here. We are almost touching the hitter compared to where we were.
You don't have to zoom out very far. Fades away, ball 1 on high. Brandon Pfaadt, 5th round draft pick just 3 years ago. Last year, he had the most strikeouts in a minor league season in 2 decades, 218 of them. Split between AA and AAA. That made him the top pitching prospect in this system. Came up in May, but even though he's a highly regarded guy, even though he improved as the year went on, he finished the regular season 3-9 with a .572. It is shocking what he's done this month.
And he's only going to get better. Boy, to go through a year like that, to have 2 different demotions and to come back with 2 different responsibilities is impressive, to say the least, about his makeup. And to be pitching in this environment after that kind of start to a season, oh my.
High fly ball to left field, but easy one for Gurriel. 1, 2, 3, 4th for the rookie Pfaadt.
It's one of the world's fastest sports, demanding speed, precision, and unmatched connectivity. That's why Las Vegas Grand Prix chose T-Mobile, America's largest and fastest 5G network. From powering operations in the plaza to following the action on the app, T-Mobile 5G is helping Formula One's Las Vegas Grand Prix put race fans in the driver's seat. Come see why T-Mobile 5G is built to lead.
When I got the script, I was like, does Taco Bell really not have a breakfast taco? Doesn't that concern you?
For sure.
Yeah, it's like going to a shoe store and they only sell socks. It's like a convenience store that's at the top of a mountain. It's like parachute pants that are tight.
All right, Pete, we ready?
Say these ingredients in my sleep.
And action.
Breakfast taco at last. Fluffy eggs, melty cheese, savory sausage. See what I did there? I made a breakfast taco.
On game day, home is more than an address. It's a ritual. A symbol. A feeling in the air. MasterCard's tools empower the small businesses at the heart of every home game. The feeling of home priceless.
This is the all-electric Polestar 2. Now with faster charging and an improved range of up to 320 miles. Enhanced performance with rear or all-wheel drive and luxury design as standard. The all-electric Polestar 2. Visit Polestar.com to test drive and order.
Is this for me?
If you like squeaky toys from Chewy, it is.
Did I get anything this year?
Get a free $30 e-gift card at Chewy.
I'm still gonna eat your socks.
No, you're not.
Get great deals on gifts that deliver excitement at Chewy.
All kinds of people can get automatically enrolled in the Progressive Loyalty Program and get special rewards just for being customers. Like left-handed people, people with birthdays, even career-driven women who have sworn off love.
Sorry, I walked into like a farmer convention or something.
Well, we got a big story here in Phoenix. This is Scherzer getting ready to come out to throw his warm-up pitches just a minute ago, and how in the world is he even going to step onto the field? Well, he went out there and started to try and warm up, and then the training staff and Bruce Bochy said, no, this ain't happening. In agony.
Yeah, it looked like, you know, I know the ball that got hit off of his back wasn't the contributing factor, but I'm telling you right now, the way he was acting with his lower back, assuming that's exactly what was going on, and just knowing mannerisms of a pitcher, you know he's frustrated, but he did the right thing by coming out of the game, and that is not easy to do. And Gray's going to come in, coming off that incredible performance in Game 1. He's the one and the reason why Texas was able to come back and win that game in dramatic fashion.
Yeah, he went 1 2/3 in relief, struck out 4. It's part of the 6 1/3 scoreless innings from the bullpen in Game 1. And this is a guy who's a starter during the regular season. It's been a while since he's given him length, but compared to your average reliever, he can give you a chunk here.
No doubt. And he'll be given him as much time as he needs to kind of do that as far as get ready. But having that 3-0 lead, don't think that isn't a huge deal now with the Rangers trying to finish the game with the bullpen.
Bottom of the 4th, John Gray is going to take over, and as he finishes up his warm-ups, we're going to take a break and be back in a moment.
SoFi is helping me get my money right to achieve my ambitions. Want to see? Like saving for the ultimate tailgate setup. With SoFi checking and savings, I pay no account fees and earn a competitive APY. SoFi can help you fund all your ambitions, no matter how big or small. Hey, ready? Right. Like investing in the athletes of tomorrow.
Hey, Emma.
We need a mattress, right?
Yeah?
I've been doing a little research.
Little?
The Sofa Classic has 2 layers of springs that contour to your body.
Nice, but...
It has a 3-inch Euro pillow top, Dan.
Oh,
and it's half the price of retail.
But I just wanted to know about dinner.
Look at this premium quality. And it's half the price of retail stores.
I'm Branch's brother. Drama. Card me, Dinkles.
This is your second chance with your brothers, Branch.
Wet Willie.
It's going to be Moreno to start the 4th for the Diamondbacks, and he takes strike 1 from John Gray, who's 31 years old, out of Oklahoma, and facing 3, 4, and 5 in the Arizona order here. Is a 1 way outside.
This will be a challenge for John Gray as well. Of course, coming back and typically being a starter, he's going to be used now in shorter stints, and look for crispness and his pitches to be a little affected after his last outing.
His 1-1 pitches swung on and missed. Good life.
It's just, yeah, it's just not that easy. Fastball you can always have, right? You might lose a little miles per hour, but it's the secondary stuff that once you know once every 5 days you harness your craft. It's when you're coming back in these situations and having to have multiple games within a 5-day, which he hasn't had much experience at.
No, in the regular season, 205 games, 1 relief appearance. Brand new territory for him in this postseason. 1-2 to Moreno is in the dirt.
The first time he came in, his slider was unbelievable, and he was striking out hitters. And when he came into this game, so far that slider hasn't had the connectivity to it. He's got the 97-mile-an-hour fastball, but he's going to have to make good secondary pitches against this very stingy lineup.
Let's go over 2-2. And it's fouled back. John Gray, a decade ago, is the third pick of the draft of the Colorado Rockies. He spent 7 seasons there, doing his best in the Coors Field environment, and then signed a 4-year contract with the Rangers in his second season in Texas. Deals another 2-2.
See how that's rolling in just a little bit. It's got to be a little tighter and crisper on the outside part of the plate. He throws kind of a disappearing slider off his fastball. Got away with that one.
Walker and Pham to follow in this 4th inning. Texas 3, Arizona nothing. Series tied at a game apiece. Gabby Moreno swings and misses. Nasty one there. Let's go down to Ken Rosenthal, who's got a report on Max Scherzer.
Joe, Scherzer left the game with back tightness. The Rangers do not know if it stemmed from being struck with the batting ball. Walking into the clubhouse, Scherzer looked almost near tears. He was clearly frustrated with what happened.
They worked so hard, battled so hard to come back from the shoulder issue that knocked him out in early September, when they said that he couldn't come back, that we wouldn't see him again. Makes his way back from that, only to have something else bite him.
Yeah, you know he was grinding, right? Just didn't look like he had his electric stuff, but he was going to battle as long as he physically could, and he just couldn't do it. I guarantee when the back stiffens up, that is a no-go.
Young at third. Loads up against Christian Walker. Tonight's telecast is sponsored by Taco Bell. Steal a base, steal a taco is back. And by T-Mobile, America's largest and fastest 5G network. 2 up and 2 down for Gray here in the 4th, with the Rangers leading 3-0. And up comes Tommy Pham, who is 5 for his last 5. Well, Pham was 4 for 4 last game, and then they pinch hit for him, and everybody was like, what in the world would they do that for? But it turns out it's because Tommy wanted his friend, Jace Peterson, to get his first World Series at-bat. So this was Tommy's idea. He went to Torey Lovullo and said, hey, the game's in hand at this point. Jace might not get to play in this series. He would remember this for the rest of his life. I want him to have my at-bat. Digs this one out, flies it to center field for Taveras. And John Gray with a 1-2-3-4.
Is it possible to fall in love with your home before you even step inside?
Discover the Magnolia Home James Hardy Collection. Available now in siding colors, styles, and textures. Curated by Joanna Gaines.
I'm really nervous for the builders.
Will these Lego dupes dupe the judges?
What's real and what's brick?
I think we're going to be in trouble. All new Lego Masters, Thursday on Fox.
The day that rocked the World Series.
Second base, so the Oakland A's take. You know what? We're having an
Game 3 has now been tentatively rescheduled for Friday.
Unlock the KTVU video vault of the all-new Fox local streaming app.
Monster tacos are back at Jack in the Box, along with new spicy Angry Monster tacos. Come and get them. We dare.
We dare you. Get 2 for just $3.
Grab the keys to a stylish and fuel-efficient new Toyota. Choose from the most reliable brand on the road and go the distance with more peace of mind and better fuel economy. Right now, get $750 cash back when you finance with Toyota on the sleek Camry, or lease one for as low as $339 a month.
Grab the keys, let's go.
Toyota, let's go places.
Get ready to spark some joy this November and December with Twin Pine Casino and Hotels Charge Up Your Holidays giveaway. Play your favorite games for your chance to cruise through the holidays in style in your brand new Tesla, November 25th and December 23rd. Only at Twin Pine Casino and Hotel in Lake County, California.
Is it possible to be more capable and more practical? Be able to perform here and here, make a statement while barely making a sound, and command the road as well as what lies ahead. How we get there matters. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
I just wrote a slogan for my new chicken parm sauced and loaded Sandos. Imagine a chicken parm, but better. 2 chicken strips on a brioche bun, topped with curly fries, pepperoni, white cheese sauce, marinara, and mozzarella. Yeah, I'm a marketing genius. Try them today.
Well, these Diamondbacks have taken their fans on a roller coaster this year. They had a 3-game lead at the beginning of July. But over the final 3 months, terrible. That included a stretch where they lost 27 out of 34. They finished the season 84-78, the last team in. Then they barrel through the Brewers and the Dodgers. They come back on the Phillies, and this roller coaster has continued into the World Series. That crushing loss in Game 1, only to respond 9-1 in Game 2. And the answer backs, as they've called them this year, trying to do it again here within Game 3 as they trail 3-0. And Brandon Pfaadt misses with his first pitch to low. 4th in the majors in comeback wins this season. In the postseason, more than half of the wins have been in the comeback variety.
Well, the one thing that's important now for the Diamondbacks, even though they're trailing 3-0, if Brandon can give them a couple more innings, it then lengthens their bullpen for the next 2 games. And really, Texas is in a must-win situation for tonight because now they've had to go to their bullpen so early. They're going to use every resource they can. And so it's still obviously a game within reach, but the game within the game now is played by these managers, and the bullpen's going to take over.
Pfaadt to the plate with a 1-1. Yeah, the Texas bullpen has performed overall better than I think folks expected, but that's largely been because they've just used their top guys.
Right. They're going to see what they can get out of John Gray, and I'm sure ride him as long as they can. But winning formula, bullpen usage has definitely been Texas in the scenario that you just described. Shorten the game, use the top 3 guys, and it usually results in a win for Texas.
Score enough runs where sometimes doesn't matter even if you don't lock it in with the bullpen. Low fouls it off, and we check in with Tom Verducci.
Well, Brandon Pfaadt is a product of Bellarmine University, and I'm sure his professors are proud to see him in the dugout between innings. He uses the iPad occasionally, but he goes old school. He has a leather-bound notebook on the right-hand side, the Texas lineup. On the left-hand side, his handwritten notes of how to attack the hitters, and he looks at that between innings all the time. Bibliophile, who knew?
Facing low to open this 5th. The guy didn't get a lot of Division I interest. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
How do you keep yourself from exploding if you're Pfaadt on that?
I'm going to be honest with you. I thought Lowe looked like he thought that was a strikeout, but he was walking like he thought it was a walk. And he was ready to see that be strike 3, and he didn't get it. And both were kind of confused. Only one was surprised in a good way, and I think that was Lowe.
And he's been on both times. He got his first hit of this World Series his first time up, and now walked to open the 5th. So it brings up Josh Young. Struck out his first time. So we're talking about Pfaadt not getting any. Oh, that's a strike. Backwards roll. Didn't get a lot of Division I interest, and so he went to the school as kind of just the family default. Grandpa had played baseball there, and been a professor, as Tom mentioned. His dad had played soccer there. His older brother was playing there at the time. Got a chase, and it's 0-2.
Much better release point on that wicked slider. That's what we saw a lot of in the postseason against the Philadelphia Phillies, and where he was so dominant.
0-2 comes home, gets in on him with a fastball. So, sports family and a Bellarmine family, two brothers of his. Played college ball at Bellarmine, one of them with him, one of them still there. And if you're good enough, they'll find you. Brandon Pfaadt was, the Diamondbacks did in the 5th round in 2020. And his family here taking this one in, his World Series debut. His 0-2 was a good slider, but a better take. And by the time he was done at Bellarmine, they had never really seen anybody like him. The stadium only had a few rows, and so they would, for his starts, have to make special seating sections, put up L screens down the line and set up folding chairs, folding tables for all the scouts to come in and watch him. Oh, that caught the bat. So it stays 1-2.
Fortunate in a couple ways that it caught the bat, not his hand, and that it went foul. Those are the ones as a hitter you hate that they end up going into fair territory.
Bat still alive, hand still alive. And another 1-2 from Pfaadt. Got him. He's got that slider working.
Well, he shaped that one perfectly. This one is in the strike zone for a while and then just takes a turn. That's that pitch that we were talking about. If they continues to get a little better with that, he will hold Texas right here. Which, of course, that's what Torrey, his manager, would love to see.
Here's Leody Taveras. Hitting it down the line, foul. Now, he has not faced a guy in the postseason a third time. Marcus Simeon's on deck. That would be third time facing Simeon. And it's a tough spot for Torrey Lovullo to be in, because by the book, that's how he's played it. No questions asked. But given what you're talking about, the bullpen game coming tomorrow, we'll see if it's time to go a little bit off script. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's nobody warming in that Arizona bullpen. Pfaadt at 73 pitches. Has been efficient. Caught it third by Longoria. Back to first lead. For more on Pfaadt, here's Kenny.
Well, Joe, you talked about Bellarmine University. It's a private school in Kentucky with an enrollment of about 4,000. And when Brandon Pfaadt was there, it was a Division II school. It did not have the technology or analytics to provide information to major league clubs on their players. And then there was the shortened 2020 season. That also prevented Pfaadt from getting a proper look. So for the Diamondbacks, this was a scout's pick. And 3 scouts in particular played a key role. Jeremy Kurt, Danny Haas, and Steve Connolly.
And Kenny, you mentioned he was a 5th round pick in 2020. That was only a 5-round draft. Last pick in that draft for Arizona. 0-1 to Marcus Simeon. Is down and away, and the count evens up. Well, Texas hoping that Simeon might have found something his last time. Started the scoring with a 2-out RBI single. On this 1-1 pitch, smokes it to third, knocked down by Longoria, who sticks with it and throws him out. Halfway home in this 3rd game of the World Series. It's 3-0 Texas. Florida Scurriel under the radar having a nice fall classic. He leads off when you come back.
All flights have been grounded. Heavy storms are rolling in from the
city was sticky and cruel. Maybe I should have called you first, but I was trying to get to you. I was dreaming while I drove the long straight road ahead. I drove all night.
The distance is nothing when home means everything.
Hey, everybody, let's take a picture.
Wow.
Get Google Pixel 8 Pro free with eligible trade-in at AT&T.
The Venture X card from Capital One gives you premium travel benefits, like 2 times miles on every purchase.
The noise canceling. You're being too loud. Thank you. Good choice. Ooh, my lucky number.
Earn 5 times miles on flights.
Enjoy your stay. Going up?
And 10 times miles on hotels through Capital One Travel. Plus, get access to over 1,300 airport lounges.
White wine, please.
And maybe see the one and only Taylor Swift. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Nothing scary about Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the #1 longest lasting AA battery.
This is the icon of vacations. Icon of the Seas, arriving 2024.
What if we live to 100? I don't want to outlive our money. I keep eating all these chia seeds. I could live to be 100.
We work at Empower. Even if we do live to 100, we don't have to worry.
Not worried.
Take control of your financial future to empower what's next.
Amanda?
Oh, hi, Amanda. Come on in.
The next generation is bringing down the family legacy.
I need a shot right now.
Can Gordon set them straight before it goes up in smoke?
This is a joke, and your parents are giving you everything.
Jeez. All new Kitchen Nightmares in 1 week on Fox.
This improbable World Series matchup. Team that hasn't won in 2 decades against a team that has never won. And it's Corey Seager's 2-run home run that has it 3-0 Texas. At the bottom of the 5th, John Gray, his 2nd inning of work. Strike 1 on Lourdes Gurriel.
This is the part of the lineup, surprisingly, that has done the most damage for the Diamondbacks. So look for this inning maybe to get them going. 5 through 9. That's what they've done so far. And that has been the difference in why they were able to bounce back in game 2. It might be the difference if they're going to come back in this game.
You said coming into the series you thought Lourdes Gurriel was a sneaky good player. He's now got a 7-game hitting streak going where he's hitting .370.
Yeah, he handles the fastball extremely well. And, of course, played with the Blue Jays. And then coming over here has made this offense that much better.
From the first family of Cuban baseball, trying to add to the ring collection. Yuli's got a couple. His dad, Lourdes Sr., is a legend in Cuba. He's been called Cuba's Babe Ruth. And he was a longtime manager of the Cuban national team. Lourdes Jr. making a name of his own, playing in his first World Series and doing well. Leading off this 5th against John Gray, an 0-2 pitch. Chop to 3rd, that backs up Young. Long throw, strong throw for the first out of the 5th. Earlier today, as part of the Fall Classic Legacy Initiative, MLB and the Arizona Diamondbacks hosted a special event at Cesar Chavez Community School, where funds will go towards adding a St. Mary's Food Bank pantry to the school. At MLBtogether.com to learn more.
Tell you what, Josh Young is showing why the future is bright for him at 3rd base, and why Bruce Bochy says you keep making those everyday plays, you're going to be in the lineup.
Alec Thomas grounds this one along first. Gray cuts it off and beats him to the bag. Young grew up idolizing Brooks Robinson. He's a baseball historian, not just a baseball player. And Brooks watching up above. Got to love where he's watching.
I mean, that's not that easy of a play. I mean, he's got to get rid of it, and a strong throw. And then a nice play here by John Gray. That would have been chaos if it got by him. You practice that play a million times in spring training. It's called the in-between play. But if you can get it yourself, take it by all means.
Cut out the middleman.
Yep.
Gray's retired all 5 that he's faced. 2 out, bases empty, and it's Longoria. Blows it by him.
Well, the fastball, I mean, it's hard to believe that, 98. I don't know if he could live at 98 as a starter, but really right now it's all about his off-speed pitches. That's where he's getting all the outs, and that's where he's getting a lot of the action in these 2 games he's been in so far.
First pitch fastball, then he breaks off a slider and gets ahead 0-2. Turning himself into the MVP of this pitching staff in the World Series. The sure things for the Rangers during this postseason run have been Eovaldi and Montgomery, but those guys gave up 9 runs over the first 2 games. Gray giving up nothing in his 2 outings. His 0-2 spins away, and it's ball 1. Will Smith gets loose. On 1-2, Longoria digs that one out of there. Weak little pop up. Foul ground at first for Lowe. 6 up and 6 down for John Gray. 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Rangers. That means Adolis Garcia when you come back.
You are not related. There's no ancestry connecting you. But look how similar you are. You work at it. You keep going. You may not be brothers and sisters, but if tough were a gene, you would be.
Knock, knock. #1 broker here for the #1 hitmaker.
Thanks for swinging by, Carl.
No problem. So what are all those for?
This lets me adjust the bass, add more guitar, maybe some drums.
Wow, so many choices.
Yeah, like Schwab. I can get full-service wealth management, advice, invest on my own, and trade on Thinkorswim.
You know Carl is the only front man you need.
Oh, I gotta take this, Carl. It's Schwab.
Have a choice in how you invest with Schwab.
I got something that's never been done before. 30 teams, single elimination, 1 NBA Cup, all leading right here. We'll need players that are incredibly precise, not afraid of a little scrapping. Everyone's got their eyes on this new prize. But the only way to get the NBA Cup is to win it. Looks like you're all gonna have to play for it.
You look into a camera and you say, I hate yada yada. And I love that this company doesn't have any of that. Do you two know what yada yada is?
Of course.
Do you have an activation fee?
Only when you activate.
How many people do I need to get the best price?
Only 4.
You shouldn't yada yada that. Because details matter. Yada yada, I'm already in an ad. For Visible. Visible has no activation fees, no need for a family plan, just one-line wireless on Verizon's network for $25 a month every month.
Love did this. This is love's fault, and it hurts. It's devastating. But you always come back for more. It's in your soul. You love the game. Nothing is more real.
Critics are calling TV's #1 new comedy funny and naughty and delightfully twisted.
What is it with all the yelling? You woke me up and I was underneath a mountain of bodies.
Krapopolis, all new Sundays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
Start Saturday strong. Big News Saturday on Fox. The 7th-ranked Texas Longhorns host the K-State Wildcats.
What a run! Listen to this crowd!
It's Big News Saturday on Fox.
22 years since the last time they hosted a World Series game in here. Game 3 of the 119th Fall Classic, and it is 3-0. Texas in front. Winner of this game takes the lead in the series. Brandon Pfaadt stays in. This is the first time, John, he's faced a hitter a 3rd time in this postseason. He got Simeon to finish off the 5th, and now facing Seager.
Well, like I said, the game has changed its script because now the Rangers are going to be bullpen in this game for the remainder, and then tomorrow for the remainder. It gives a little advantage to the Diamondbacks.
Seager skies one to center field. Thomas on the run, drifting back with room for the first out of the 6. Top of the order for the Rangers getting the job done in this game. It was Simeon with a base hit to score the first run, then Seager's 2-run single. Here comes Garcia, or a 2-run home run from Seager. Garcia's 0 for 2, and he chases a slider.
And what I mean by that, Joe, is like this game's still well within reach. So they're pitching their ace because he's pitching like an ace, or they're keeping their starter in because he's pitching like an ace. Despite being down 3-0, it happened quickly with 2 outs. But if they can keep the game within a 3-run period, they believe they have the resources not only to come back, shorten the game, and be better off for tomorrow.
Well, game 3, John, of the championship series, he was even better. 5 2/3 scoreless innings. He had struck out 9, but Torey Lovullo pulled him in 70 pitches just because it was going to be the 3rd time that he'd faced him. And Torey said he heard the boos on his way walking out there, and Torey said, look, I would have booed myself. Heck, I was booing myself as I went out there to get him. But like he told Fott, I'm not going to do this to you throughout your career. I did it to you that night because it was the best way for us to win that game. Letting them go today and maybe the best way for them to win this series.
And everything he's going through right now is going to benefit him for the future for this Diamondback team.
Home with a 2-2. Garcia fouls it off.
These are such valuable. I mean, you pitch like this under these circumstances. Sometimes line scores can be confusing, but what's not been confusing is the preparation to detail. He's a note taker, and his ability to adapt and change in the middle of the season to what they've asked him to do. That is hard to do. That's an off season for a lot of guys to make the changes they asked him to make in season. And you can't say anything but it's put them in the best chance to win a World Series because of that man, Strom, pitching coach, and the organization.
Here's a payoff, and Garcia watches ball 4. Go ahead. He hadn't walked in this postseason until a few games ago, and so this is new territory for Adolis. He'll take his base. Well, Sunday on Fox, one of the biggest games of the year. Folks have had this one circled for a while. Dallas against Philly, Dak against Jalen, and America's game of the week. Next chapter in this historic rivalry kicks off Sunday at 4 Eastern on Fox. And it looks like that is going to do it for Fott. Torey Lovullo, the call down to the bullpen when Miguel Castro is ready to go, and Fott's going to get a good hand from this crowd.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Of course.
Yes. Have you ever asked for help yourself?
It's always tough, right?
I always feel like I can solve my own problems, but eventually, you know, you just can't deal with it on your own.
And you start to question, maybe people would be better off without me. When you realize that you're not alone, once you take that first step, there's so much support.
Last year, I got stuck paying for my ex's internet for months before I finally caught it. That won't happen this year, thanks to Rocket Money. Rocket Money finds hidden subscriptions, and you can cancel the ones you don't want with one tap. Join Rocket Money today.
Booking.com. Vacation ideas?
Ooh, a resort with a great pool.
How about a rental with a bigger pool?
I like that idea.
Play ball in more places. Booking.com? Yeah.
Nothing scary about Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the #1 longest lasting AA battery.
$20, I can name all 26 beat up sauces.
Tim just found out his job is a pyramid scheme.
Oh, okay. Would hearing about the sauces cheer you up? Mango habanero, Nashville hot, salmon jalapeno, mild, wild, medium.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
This unique look on our drone cam presented by T-Mobile as the bullpen gets to work for the Diamondbacks. Miguel Castro's coming on for Brandon Pfaadt, who pitches into the 6th inning, leaves with a 3-0 deficit, though. And game 3 of the World Series tied at a game apiece.
This young man is getting a nice pep talk from his manager, and the communication in this organization is on the best level you can imagine with Torey Lovullo, and he is giving him valuable wisdom. And I'm sure he's telling him something like, hey, you did your job and we may need you again. And this series goes obviously 7. They most definitely will need him again.
It is Miguel Castro, who's pitched in 5 games this postseason, and his last one he gave up the walk-off home run to Adolis Garcia. He misses outside, ball 1 on Evan Carter. Castro's 6'7", 200 pounds, and there's just all kinds of limbs coming at you, huh?
Sure is. He slings it. Good movement on all his pitches. Look, this stadium and this crowd, they have been waiting for this. This was a picture-perfect night. The flyover, everything about this event just screams what this town has fallen in love with their team. One mistake running the bases has flipped this game, and you hope that's not the game-changing moment that doesn't allow them to win. But that is so big in a 3-0 game when the Rangers came back. You know Walker wants to do something at the plate for sure.
Carter goes the other way with a base hit. Took it where it was pitched in their 1st and 2nd. Yes, so you're referencing, if you happen to just join us, bottom of the 2nd inning, Arizona looked like they were going to take the lead on a base hit from Tommy Pham, but Christian Walker was thrown out at home, running through a stop sign. And salt in the wound was that in the next half inning, Texas got their 3 runs.
Yeah, with 2 outs. I mean, a leadoff double, and then the same scenario where you thought, okay, they're going to escape this and no harm. But man, there's such an emotional roller coaster, and everything's magnified. That moment was big for Arizona because they didn't score and they didn't hold them in the bottom in the next inning, top half.
And then you consider with both these teams unbeaten in this postseason when scoring first. 2 on for Garver and a frisbee of a slider in for a strike.
Yeah, Texas had to test that by the 9th inning, 2-run homer and extra inning win. But you're right, both clubs undefeated when they score first and play off that lead.
Garver knocked in a run in 4 straight, takes outside.
And we've covered him, so we've seen this. What Texas does is looks for the moment to explode, add on, and crush you. What Arizona does when they've got the lead, they just get more chaotic and put more pressure on the base pass. They don't have just one way to beat you. They have multiple ways. Texas really relies on the extra base hits and the big innings with home runs to win their games.
Well, they set the table here with a walk and a single. Now looking for a bombardment. Garver is ahead 2-1. And we've seen it, John. I mean, it happens like that with these guys.
It does. And playing fast, we talked about what Arizona wants to do. They want to get you out of their game by playing fast. Texas wants to get you out of their game by playing in the strike zone, not expanding and making mistakes pay.
You saw Nelson getting ready, but Castro's got to face at least one more hitter in Jonah Heim to fulfill a 3-batter minimum. Rangers trying to make it hurt, trying to make it too late. Garcia at 2nd, Carter at 1st, Garver fouls it off. Quietly one of the keys for these Rangers in this postseason. Seager and Garcia have had the biggest swings, the one that you'll talk about for years. But Garver, big postseason of his own. He's knocked in 13 runs, only Garcia more on these Rangers. Another 2-2. Gets to that slider into shallow center field. Thomas sprinting on. He's got it. Game 3 of this World Series. Texas won the first game in 11 innings. Arizona came back, blowout win in Game 2. All 3 runs here in Game 3 came in the 3rd. And the big swing came from the guy that tied up game one. It was Corey Seager with a 2-run shot on the first pitch that he saw in the third.
Yeah, 2 pitches, 2 at-bats, and the second time was a charm for that man. He is as good as it gets this year at damage in the zone early. He doesn't need a lot of pitches.
Jonah high, aggressive as always. Tepper left side. Longoria throws and benefits from the catcher running. I think takes forever to get over there to Longoria. Hot corner is cold right there, but they strand a couple, and it stays 3-zip.
Andrew wanted to make a splash at this year's polar plunge. So he saved big on a laser hair remover at Amazon. And now he's debuting what he calls the Flying Dutchman. Smooth move, Andrew.
We love this house. It really has it all.
Yeah, but our neighbor, he's a little opinionated.
Next on Golf Day. Steer-Rank 1!
I think I'll make me a big salad.
Steer-Rank 2!
At least Geico makes it easy to bundle our home and car insurance.
Strike 3!
What are you talking about? That's a cute shirt. You need glasses, pal.
That's it. You're out of here.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
He's done this to me before.
Hi. I'll have the avocado toast, minus the avocado.
So, toast.
Yeah. Everything is so expensive these days.
Hey, Chevy gets it. That's why they're keeping prices down to earth, like on the most affordable EV in America. A super strong and capable Chevy truck. And a high-tech Chevy SUV. Why is Chevy making affordable vehicles connected by OnStar? It's so together, we can do more.
We deserve a real king. Because if he cannot protect his own family, how is he supposed to protect us?
Aquaman is gonna taste blood. The old ways aren't gonna help us anymore. I'm gonna do this myself.
Fine. Flex your muscles.
Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Rated PG-13.
For breakfast, you want something simple and tasty. Like, wait, how does Taco Bell not have a breakfast taco already?
I mean, you're Taco Bell. It's in the name. You've thought to put a burrito inside a quesadilla, but you don't have a breakfast taco? You have all the ingredients. Fluffy eggs, melty cheese, savory sausage.
I don't normally agree with Pete, but he's right.
That's things, Rhonda, but thank you. The all-new toasted breakfast taco. Simple and tasty. I did that. I made that happen.
That's right.
I'm here to call foul play on phone offers that lock you into a 3-year device contract. Luckily, with T-Mobile's best Go 5G plan, new and existing customers always get the same great phone deals and are upgrade ready every year.
Take charge of your upgrades at T-Mobile.
Nice suit.
Thank you.
John Gray, who's thrown 20 pitches, 17 of them for strikes. 6 up, 6 down. Back out there for the 6th and a 3-0 game. It's Perdomo, and it's ball 1. 9-1-2 for the Diamondbacks here, looking to get something going. They haven't had a hit since the 2nd inning. In fact, Tommy Phan's hit, where Christian Walker got thrown out at home, was their last hit. The 1-0 pitch on the corner, strike 1.
Well, Gray has been really good, and I don't know if he'll make it through this inning, but he's already provided the relief they needed to get to the 6th.
And in the same way, Fott going a little bit deeper than he had before. Do something for tomorrow. Gray, what he's doing here today affects tomorrow as well in a big way for Bruce Bochy.
Yeah, they did not name a Game 4 starter on purpose. A lot of people thought, oh, it might be Gray because he's been a starter. But Bruce Bochy was going to let his game plan today determine tomorrow's. 2-2. It's very unique that 2 teams make it to the World Series, which makes this a very intriguing World Series. That's why we thought that we were going to see a lot of different twists and turns, punch, counter punch, comebacks.
Got him with a high fastball. 7 up, 7 down, and a pair of Ks for John Gray. Baseball fans, your phone upgrade is on deck. Get the freedom to upgrade every year with Go 5G Next and up your game with T-Mobile.
But neither of these teams really have a fourth starter.
No.
And so you knew that coming in. Of course, the Rangers would typically have those 4 starters, but they were banged up before the postseason started, and they got 2 of them healthy in time for the second series. But this is the way the Diamondbacks have gotten through. Now, they didn't need much because they went 2 sweep, 3 sweep, and then were forced to go to Game 7. And they used the same formula in Game 4, I believe, that they'll use for tomorrow.
Base is empty, 1 gone. Corbin Carroll laid on a couple, and he's behind 0-2. And Texas, in the same way, hasn't needed a whole lot outside of Eovaldi and Montgomery. Those guys combined to win 7 of the 9 games, or at least started 7 of the 9 wins over the first couple rounds.
But that's why I don't mind scripting a game. I really don't. Like, you got to have a game plan. You got to think about it, right? You got to plan accordingly to what, if this happens, then that happens.
How about John Gray, 2 out?
But that's my point. What we're watching right now is Bruce Bochy saying, I like what I'm seeing. I didn't maybe plan on him going 3 innings, but I like what I'm seeing. So you adjust the script on the fly when you have pitchers having the moments that John Gray's having in Game 1 and now in Game 3.
John Gray grew up dreaming of playing college football at Oklahoma. Ended up going there to play baseball. 9th year of a good big league career. That is off Simeon's glove. Will Glover thought that he had it and then looked down as if to say, why have you deserted me? And a 2-out base runner for Arizona when they were desperate for some life.
For a minute, I thought it broke his glove, but it was hit so hard. Watch this. This is squared up. He's got it till he doesn't. And this ball had serious spin and velocity to it.
That is a hit, Johnny, and it extends the hitting streak to a record-setting 19 games to open his postseason career. It brings this crowd to life, and it brings Moreno up. Pokes the first one to right. They immediately will silence the crowd as Garcia makes the grab. We're back after a word from your local Fox station.
Sunday on Fox.
Give me everything you got.
It's Dallas and it's Philly in one of the biggest games of the year. Now, the 2 longtime rivals collide in an NFC East showdown. Cowboys, Eagles,
Touchdown.
In America's Game of the Week, Sunday at 4 Eastern on Fox.
Betting it all on the game of cricket.
It's actually the 2nd most popular sport in the world.
Meet the co-owners of San Francisco's new professional cricket team and why this could be the next big thing in Bay Area sports. Tonight on the 10 o'clock news.
Grab the keys to a new Toyota truck. Legendary reliability and performance, rugged enough to take on the wildest of trails. Explore it all in a new Toyota truck. Right now, get low 3.99% APR on the unmatched Tacoma, or lease a Tacoma double cab 4x4 for as low as $399 a month.
Grab the keys, let's go.
Toyota, let's go places.
As a pro, Floor & Decor is my go-to to get it all. Tile, wood, stone, installation materials, tools, they've got it all. And they've got my back.
At Floor & Decor, with pro benefits and services, we've got you covered. Discover Floor & Decor today.
Hey, let's go somewhere fun with AAA. Let's go for a night on the town. No kids. Let's go for a weekend away. Okay, let's bring the kids. But first, let's get this fixed.
AAA, your membership to go.
In 2022, the all-electric Hyundai Ioniq 5 won the award for World Car of the Year. So, of course, the all-electric Hyundai Ioniq 6 just had to go out and win World Car of the Year for 2023. World Car of the Year 2 years in a row. And both now come with a complimentary EV charger and up to $600 installation credit. You know how competitive sibling rivalries can be.
We'll be right back here tomorrow night for Game 4 of the World Series. Rangers and Diamondbacks, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific. Right here on Fox and the Fox Sports app. We'll see who's going to start those games, or that game for these two teams. A lot of it has to do with how this one goes and who they use as they navigate their way. Kyle Nelson's going to come out of the Arizona bullpen here. 3-0 Rangers. All 3 runs in this game coming in the third. We saw Nelson in game 1 of this series pitched around a couple walks and a base hit in extra innings, inning and a third, no runs. Strike 1 on low.
Throws a lot of those pitches, but he can't afford to throw them in that zone right there. He loves to get the ball outside the zone, working away from left-handers with that slider.
Facing a guy having a good day. Double and a walk for low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, Lowe in the beginning of the postseason really looked lost, and as the season has kind of gone, he has gotten better and better at tracking pitches.
Sends this one the other way. Gurriel's back to the track. He's got it.
And doing that.
Yeah. 1 away in the 7th inning. Time for the rewarding performance, sponsored by Capital One. John Gray, 2 games in this World Series. John, 4 2/3, no runs, 7 Ks.
Look, he was the unsung hero, and in this game he's going to be the same one. If Texas goes on to win this game, what an incredible job. He might have had a hint that he might pitch in this game, but not to the degree he was going to come in after Max gets hurt.
1-0 on Young.
Yeah, so that is such a different animal. See, when you're a starter, you're so used to structure, comfort. Everything you know is going to happen. When you go to that pen, no rules. You could be brought in at any point, and it's so different, and some personalities cannot handle it. I'm telling you, it's not that easy.
Bouncing ball to short. Perdomo's got it. 2 out. Tom, what do you got on John Gray?
Yeah, John, that's a great point. I'm blown away by how quickly he's made this transition. He's a guy who made only 1 career relief appearance, 9 years in the major leagues. Normally, he's a 5-pitch guy as a starting pitcher. Tonight, every pitch but 1 was fastball slider. His stuff definitely played up. What a quick transition he has made under the most pressure.
Through 30 pitches, 25 of them in the strike zone, or at least got strike zone. That's a strike on Taveras.
And I'll tell you, he started off a little bit not so good with his slider, and after every time he started throwing it, it got better and sharper and disappearing. That's the thing, the bounce back. When you don't have that experience, you don't have the ability to bounce back. You throw a bullpen in between starts, but it's a 60 to 70% effort bullpen, not every pitch meaning something, and that's what a job he's done so far.
Well, in game 1, John, it was 6 1/3 scoreless innings from the bullpen that set the table for the heroics from Seager and Garcia, and here it's 3 scoreless innings from Gray that has kept the Rangers in front. After it was Simeon and Seager that put him ahead. You expect it from the sluggers. That's what they've done all year. But this bullpen has been the biggest concern all year, turning that thing on its head in this World Series. 2-2. Longoria. Kyle Nelson with a 1-2-3-7. And as we stretch in game 3, these fans at Chase Field leaning forward, hoping their offense can get it going late.
Can't sleep.
Just a lot on my mind.
I can't sleep either.
It only gets tougher with age.
Mom, what? Well, knowing Progressive can protect your home, auto, and business should help you relax.
Good, because I could use a good night's sleep.
Me too. You know how early a chimney sweep gets up every day?
Wait, is this all a dream?
Why would Jamie be in my dream?
I am America's biggest spokesperson.
Debatable.
I said biggest.
Well, he's got you there.
There's something wrong with the TV. It's all messed up.
You know what that means?
Or what could it mean? It could be over in a couple of hours.
You know something. I'm sure this will turn out to be a big nothing. Stay here till we know more.
How much more do we need to know?
Have Haven't you been picking up on what's going on out there? No one is in control.
Rated R. Only on Netflix.
Will you marry me?
Miss you so much. We miss you.
Get Google Pixel 8 Pro free with eligible trade-in at AT&T.
There's your biggie bag. All that food for $5, that's my go-to.
Ooh, that's my ride or die.
Just like you and me. Bag boys. Bag boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we bring your food?
You can always bet on Biggie and now earn free food when ordering on the Wendy's app.
Every day, more dog people are deciding it's time for a fresh approach to pet food. Developed with vets, made from real meat and veggies, portioned for your dog, and delivered right to your door. It's smarter, healthier pet food.
Let's go. This is gonna be the best day of my life.
Seriously?
Toyota, let's go places.
The Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. Earn 2% cash back on what you want, like a brand new bike. And 2% cash back on what you need,
I think you missed a spot.
like sunscreen. The Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. That's real life ready.
This World Series tied at a game apiece. Game 3 to the bottom of the 7th. We go 3-0 Rangers. They got those 3 runs in the top of the 3rd, but in the bottom of the 2nd, just before that, John, it looked like Arizona was going to take the lead.
Yeah, this place was about to erupt, and unfortunately just ran through the sign, and the throw at the plate was in time to get the first run from not scoring. Still looked like Arizona was going to score again, but they didn't. This play right here, sometimes the bounces go your way, and sometimes they don't. And really, for Texas, it's been kind of a fortuitous game because of that flip, and you got to give them credit for how they've handled it.
All right, let's go down to the dugout now. Tom Verducci.
John, what was it like for you coming into the game under the circumstances you did with Max Scherzer injured?
Yeah, it's never easy in a moment like that, but I think it's going to be fine. And but just right there, just a moment to pick up the guys, come in, let that not turn into something bad for us, and really fill up the zone and attack. That's what I thought we did.
You've been a starter your whole career. What has been your biggest adjustment pitching out of the bullpen?
Just being ready at any time, As a starter, you kind of know what's going on. You kind of understand the schedule, but as a bullpen guy, you got to be ready at any time.
You enjoying it?
It's a lot of fun, yeah.
John, thanks a lot. Joe, back to you.
You could have sent it back to John. You could have called me John because you looked a heck of a lot like Ken Rosenthal. There's Christian Walker coming to the plate, and a new pitcher in the game after Gray's excellent work. This is Josh Sborz, John, who has grown into part of that inner circle of trust for Bruce Bochy, hasn't he?
He has. It didn't start out that way, but he's growing with every outing in confidence of throwing strikes. When he throws strikes, he's hard to hit. When he doesn't, obviously, the 4 walks. Early on, he was more wild than in command. Lately, he's in command.
And he's facing the heart of the lineup here. Christian Walker, who has looked so much better the last couple games. Doubled off of the wall, first pitch that he saw tonight. Takes ball 1. They gave him the Trey Turner treatment. I don't know if you noticed when he came up his first time, the whole crowd gave him a standing ovation as if to say, you're our guy. We believe in you. We know it's hard right now, but we're here for you. Walker shoots one to second for Simeon. One away in the 7th. Tonight's telecast is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Round out your protection with life, phone, and pet health insurance. Just a gorgeous night here at Chase Field. Yeah, Trey Turner earlier this season, a couple months ago, was going through a rough year in Philadelphia. And they got booed some, but then one day the fans got together and said that's encouraging, and he took off. It was uncanny from that day forward and put together a great final few months. Tommy Pham's up there with 1 gone in the 7th.
Well, I'll say this. Walker has now hit 4 consecutive hard hit balls So you know he's feeling better at the plate.
Pham into center field. Taveras on the move. He won't get there. And Tommy Pham keeps on chugging. On his way to second. He has 6 of his last 7.
Well, this young man's going to make it very hard for him the rest of this series to get pinch hit for, because he's locked in. And when he gets locked in like this, you want him up with runners on scoring position, but they will take this. This ball scalded to the deepest part of the outfield. And you almost feel like Arizona's got to cash in here.
Runner in scoring position for Gurriel. Buck on his knees on a first pitch curve. Yeah, Pham was benched after game 4 of the championship series, and he went into Torey Lovullo's office and he's like, why? Torey said, because right now we don't have time for you to figure it out. Take a day. I love you. Listen, you're going to be better off for it. And he's been a different guy since that day off. So chase and strike 2. Tommy Pham, who they felt like was the missing piece. They said, hey, we think we're good, but they were wavering going into the trade deadline. They brought in this guy that has so much conviction, so much intensity. Gurriel swings out of his shoes there. Uncharacteristic at bat shot.
Yeah, that was, I mean, to say he was fooled is an understatement. That was an outstanding pitch. And just a confused hitter. The spiked curveball. Knuckle curve, they call it.
So it'll be up to Alek Thomas. Runner at second, 2 gone. Arizona trying to break through in game 3. Thomas takes a strike. Hey! Well, 7 of their 9 runs in game 2 came with 2 out. 2-out chance for Thomas. 1 ball, 1 strike. Surprise slugger for these Diamondbacks this October, including arguably the biggest swing of this season for Arizona. The 8th inning of game 4 of the championship series is game time. Pinch hit home run into the pool for effect. Behind 1-2.
Definitely, he's up there ripping. He takes a big cut. Usually will get to some of those pitches for power. He ran into that home run stroke against Philly. He's up there ripping. He takes a big cut. Usually will get to some of those pitches for power. He ran into that home run stroke against Philly that you're talking about.
23-year-old Alek Thomas watches the count even 2-2. Spores comes home. Thomas climbs the ladder. Skies 97. Foul ground and into the seats. So 2-2 on Thomas. What are you thinking of your Spores?
You know, if he swings at a pitch like that, you can go back to the breaking ball, or you can climb it higher. But I like the breaking ball after he's trying to get ready to hit 97. You would feel like he'd be really aggressive on a pitch up. Now they're going to check their reliever.
Oh, man. Under the training staff coming out here with Mike Maddox and Bruce Bochy. They clearly saw something. Spores, though, sending him away. They're not going to go away until he can prove that he's all right. And while they take a look at him, we get a quick word from FanDuel.
FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
Aroldis Chapman getting ready in a hurry. I don't know how convincing this looks. They've already lost Max Scherzer to a back issue. And 2 gone here in the 7th. Here's the last one that Spores through. Bend over right at the end. He's going to stay in. So Josh Spores has been waiting years for a real opportunity in the big leagues. Finally has it. And has it in a big spot on this Rangers team here in the World Series. They're going to have to drag me off of this field. Texas 3, Arizona nothing. 2 gone, 7th inning. Another 2-2. Thomas fouls it off.
Yeah, good. They did a nice job following off. Now, there was a lot of time between that last pitch. Sometimes that confuses the hitter, but he did go to the breaking ball there and just got a piece of it.
Spores will try again. Another 2-2. Another foul ball. Off of the bat of one of the promised youngsters that has arrived and delivered. He struggled as a rookie last year. He got here just after he turned 22 and had his ups and downs this year. But the best that he's ever looked has been since they've gotten to the playoffs.
See if they climb the ladder, pitch up and away, or pitch up with the fastball after 2 consecutive breaking balls that he's able to foul off.
First runner in scoring position for the D-backs since the 3rd. Another 2-2. Thomas has worked it full. Longoria's on deck. On the 9th pitch, swings and misses, and Spores gets out of it. Stranding Pham at second. And after 7 innings, the Rangers still keeping the Diamondbacks off of the board. 1 game after they gave up 9 against them.
On game day, home is more than an address. It's a ritual. A symbol. Feeling in the air. MasterCard's tools empower the small businesses at the heart of every home game. The feeling of home, priceless.
There are people who say things aren't made here anymore. Those people should come to Michigan, or Kentucky, or Missouri, where you'll find Ford workers, not just assembling vehicles, but building the future of automotive manufacturing. It's why Ford employs the most hourly auto workers in this country. Can't speak for the other guys, but we're all in on America.
Statistically, the world is losing color. But who wants a gray world when we could have this? Honey yellow. Pinkle, indigold. Things stay the same when the same is where you stay. But in hundreds of Delta destinations, simply opening your eyes can open your world.
Get iPhone 15 Pro with titanium from Boost Infinite and transcend to a wireless utopia where you'll experience unparalleled coverage on America's smart network and save up to 40% on your monthly bill. Infinitely better.
Explore endless design possibilities to find your personal style. Endless hardy siding colors, textures, and styles. It's possible with James Hardy.
The trio is back!
Better than ever, with so much more fun.
More mischief. More action.
All of this and so much more with the Disney Bundle.
The moment a friend becomes a real friend.
Oh, please, no. Who wants to jam?
No, man. No.
Dos Equis. Raise one with a real one.
Customize your home feed with your favorite postseason team. Watch daily recaps, get personalized stats, highlights, and breaking news every day on the MLB app. Download it today. Close to a full moon here in Phoenix as Marcus Semien leads off and takes ball one from Luis Frias. Customize your home feed with your favorite postseason team. Watch daily recaps, get personalized stats, highlights, and breaking news every day on the MLB app. Download it today. Close to a full moon here in Phoenix as Marcus Semien leads off and takes ball one from Luis Frias. Customize your home feed with your favorite postseason team. Watch daily recaps, get personalized stats, highlights, and breaking news every day on the MLB app. Download it today. Close to a full moon here in Phoenix as Marcus Semien leads off and takes ball one from Luis Frias.
More action.
All of this and so much more with the Disney Bundle.
The moment a friend becomes a real friend.
Oh, please, no. Who wants to jam?
No, man. No.
Dos Equis. Raise one with a real one.
Customize your home feed with your favorite postseason team. Watch daily recaps, get personalized stats, highlights, and breaking news every day on the MLB app. Download it today. Close to a full moon here in Phoenix as Marcus Semien leads off and takes ball one from Luis Frias. Full moon here in Phoenix as Marcus Semien leads off and takes ball one from Luis Frias. The top of the order here for the Rangers against Frias, who has faced 16 batters in this post. Full moon here in Phoenix as Marcus Semien leads off and takes ball one from Luis Frias. The top of the order here for the Rangers against Frias, who has faced 16 batters in this post. The top of the order here for the Rangers against Frias, who has faced 16 batters in this postseason and given up just one hit. Flying under the radar. Doing good work and flaming a season.
Derek Jeter.
Hang in there, rookie.
Yep, even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Nothing scary about Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the #1 longest lasting AA battery.
Hey, you! Can we come together? Hey, you!
New Balance. We got now.
Sisters, sisters, there were never such devoted sisters.
It's like that.
Rep who you root for this post. Rep who you root for this postseason. Visit MLBshop.com for your favorite team gear and today's special offer.
It's like that.
Well, Torey Lovullo had sent Pavin Smith up there to pinch hit for Evan Longoria, and as soon as he was introduced, Bruce Bochy made that walk out of the dugout. He's going to counter it, bring on Aroldis Chapman, and so score the 7th inning of work from Josh Sborz. 4 scoreless innings from this Texas bullpen, and now Chapman coming in for the 8th. So here comes Chapman. It's going to be Smith, then Perdomo, then back to the top of the order in Corbin Carroll. The Rangers bullpen becoming a story in this World Series, and Chapman trying to keep the good vibes rolling.
Now this is an upgrade. And away we go. Hey, what's up? I can get used to this.
The best way to see the world is to experience it with travel upgrades and private events from Chase Sapphire Reserve. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Austin and his company were placed with special forces in Afghanistan. We never thought our son would have PTSD. He was so strong.
When that demon hits, it hits.
Kevin and I became very determined that his death was not going to be in vain. There are so many resources that Stop Soldier Suicide is trying to provide.
Anything that we can do is important. Austin was our only child. This is what our legacy will be.
They ordered pineapple. You gotta smell the butt to know if it's right.
Hear that noise? Make it quiet.
Precious cream always in the bag.
Does cream rules everything around?
All right, chefs, we gotta go get the beans. Think the eggs were big, bro.
Yeah, what I mean?
Chef, they definitely said pinto beans.
Actually, they want fava beans.
You're so good at this. We get groceries. DoorDash.
Sometimes just ordering lunch can be a lot for young homeowners turning into their parents.
Look at that. It's like a science project.
So what can I get you for a base?
What is a base? I'm falling behind already.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Well, that was a doozy.
On Tubi, the 90s sitcoms where the zany neighbor from across the hall always gets the biggest laughs just keep going.
Aroldis Chapman is in the game. Yet another counter move from Torey Lovullo. He's going to send Emmanuel Rivera up there instead of Pavin Smith. So a 2-for-1 here. And John, buckle up for the Aroldis Chapman experience.
Yeah, and I'm sure Arizona's going to be ready for it. Swing at strikes, not at balls.
First outing of the World Series for Chapman. And there have been a lot of balls. 1 ball, no strikes on Rivera. As we expected after seeing Adolis Garcia struggle going down to first, Travis Jankowski has replaced him in right field. On the corner, 1 ball, 1 strike. So Jankowski you can put into the 3 spot in the order. 8-9-1 for the Diamondbacks. Down 3-0 here in game 3. 1-1 pitch. Ball 2 on Rivera. Came off of the bench in game 2, had a walk and a 2-run single after he didn't play over the first 2 rounds. Started a few games in the championship series. Kind of an out of the middle of nowhere contributor in this postseason. On a 2-1, Rivera Drives it down the line. Out of play, and it's 2-2.
Well, Chapman does that little hesitation for balance. He's one of the strongest pitchers, obviously. He's a physical freak. Still throws over 100. But his command has not been ideal for the role that he's in, because the role he's in cannot and should not give free bases.
Let's go with 2-2. Rivera down the line towards the corner. It is a foul ball. A pinch hit, extra base hit for Emmanuel Rivera to open the 8th. Into second with a double.
Well, a quick bat and not trying to pull Chapman is the key to getting success. And he uses Chapman's power, goes the other way, and slices away from Jankowski. And I'm sure Bruce Bochy will get Leclerc going. He doesn't really want to bring him into this situation. He's got to face 3 hitters, of course, does Chapman. But if things don't go well after 3 hitters, Bruce has shown the ability to bring in his closer for multiple outs.
Now the 9-hitter Perdomo. But the guys coming up they want here. Chops the first pitch foul. After Perdomo, back to the top in Corbin Carroll. And you get to the point, to your point, John, that it has started to feel like Bruce Bochy would rather not bring Chapman into the game. It's just you only got Perdomo. But the guys coming up they want here. Chops the first pitch foul. After Perdomo, back to the top in Corbin Carroll. And you get to the point, to your point, John, that it has started to feel like Bruce Bochy would rather not bring Chapman into the game. It's just you only got Perdomo. But the guys coming up they want here. Chops the first pitch foul. After Perdomo, back to the top in Corbin Carroll. And you get to the point, to your point, John, that it has started to feel like Bruce Bochy would rather not bring Chapman into the game. It's just you only got Perdomo. But the guys coming up they want here. Chops the first pitch foul. After Perdomo, back to the top in Corbin Carroll. And you get to the point, to your point, John, that it has started to feel like Bruce Bochy would rather not. But the guys coming up they want here. Chops the first pitch foul. After Perdomo, back to the top in Corbin Carroll. And you get to the point, to your point, John, that it has started to feel like Bruce Bochy would rather not bring Chapman into the game. It's just you only got so much. And that D-backs dugout, which has watched this so many times this year, their team has found a way to make some noise late. Well, if tonight's game ends in a walk-off, and Rangers fans are saying, no, not this again. Capital One will donate $1,000 to the Jackie Robinson Foundation as part of the Capital One walk-off program. To date, Capital One has donated $750,000 plus to the foundation as part of this initiative. Another $1,000 in Game 1 when the Rangers won in walk-off fashion. All right, so it's now a 3-1 game. Tying run at the plate. In the form of the franchise, it is Corbin Carroll representing the tying run.
Well, the bigger the game, the biggest the games. In Game 7, he came through with some unbelievable at-bats.
Tortorella said that his ability to slow things down has been staggering. And if you ask Corbin, how do you do it? He says, well, I've practiced these moments in my mind 1,000 times. Tying run at the plate in the 8th. Carroll fouls it off.
Well, as good of a situation that was brewing for Bruce Bochy and his bullpen covering the injured Max Scherzer. This one inning could undo as good as it's been, because you don't want to bring in your closer in this situation if you can avoid it, because there's so much more of the series. 3 games in a row for the bullpen.
Perdomo has stolen a base in both games in this series. Arizona has not tried a stolen base tonight. There's not had a whole lot of traffic.
It's going to be hard for me to believe, short of a double play or better signs, that this might not be the last hitter.
Marte's on deck. Marte has homered against Chapman this year. Look at him hopping around over there. Fastball to the outside corner, and it's 1-2.
Just in the nick of time again. The bottom of the order has created this little chaos here in the 8th. A double, a single, and now one swing away from tying the game.
Chapman's 1-2. Taken for ball 2. Corbin Carroll bursting with speed and pop and excitement. 23-year-old rookie in his first World Series. Stays alive at 2-2. 25 home runs this year. He's going to win Rookie of the Year. Runaway winner of it. It was his arrival that's jolted these Diamondbacks back into the picture. But who saw this coming? Who saw the World Series in his rookie year? Representing the tying run in the 8th inning. And taking strike 3. He's fooled on a slider that is right in the heart of the plate.
Seeing 100 and then seeing one kind of buckled him. This breaking ball, as you mentioned, in the zone, but caught him off guard, and he knew it right away. That ball looks like it's going to be in until it's not. Well, Bruce is going to roll the dice here and keep him in against Marte. You mentioned that home run he hit against him.
On the first pitch, smacks one to the ground. Seager gets there, out of his glove to second. In time at first. A double play, and Bruce Bochy can't help but crack a little smile there. Oh, the Aroldis Chapman experience is again a harrowing one for the Rangers, but with some help from the middle infield. Out of this inning unscathed after the 1-run crosses. 3-1 to the 9th.
Pick up. Gotta go.
Come on, come on.
Tracy, come
Let's
on.
go. Let's go.
Guys, come on. Come on. Yeah. My favorite color is because it's like a family thing.
Leave running behind. The new turbocharged Volkswagen Atlas does life beautifully.
We love the new place.
Great space for watching games.
Nothing better than baseball.
There were a few concessions.
Get your hot dogs here! Hot dog! Hot dog!
Hot churros!
At least Geico makes it easy to bundle our home and car insurance.
Popcorn! Cotton candy!
We already have food. Oh, I'll take the cotton candy. You got any bubble gum?
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Just what you want to be, you will be in the end, and I love you. Yes, I love you.
Rio de Janeiro.
Aren't you glad you got the titanium iPhone 15 Pro at T-Mobile?
I am glad.
Did I see that?
At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us now and the freedom to upgrade every year.
Am I gonna get that back? Nope.
Andrew just saved big on a laser hair remover at Amazon. 'Cause less hair, more air.
Eloise Asylum was a living hell. Thousands of patients died. I want to find out exactly what they've experienced.
We need to get everybody out of here now. Secrets of the Asylum, streaming now on Fox Nation. Sign up at foxnation.com.
Well, the Diamondbacks did challenge the call, both at second and at first, but both of those confirmed. The double play stands, just the one-run crosses. On to the ninth inning we go, and how quickly things change, huh?
Yeah, 2 pitches in a span of 20 seconds. There's the slider that catches him for strike 3, and then here's the really unbelievable play right here. Ground ball that almost by Seager. Great backhand and great turn against a guy who can run. And that inning went from chaos to, you're right, Bochy maybe cracking a smile.
Isn't it amazing how quickly things shift in the postseason? I mean, here's an example of it within a game. But how about it in this series? At first it's like, oh no, how are the Diamondbacks going to bounce back? And then they do, and it's, oh no, how do the Rangers win with this offense that's so home run reliant? Well, now here we are in game 3, and the Rangers are in front 3-1, trying to take the lead in the series once again. Luis Frias is going to stay on the mound for the Arizona Diamondbacks. The pitch, hit, and run is the free official MLB skills competition for baseball and softball players ages 7 to 14. You can host a local competition next year and give the kids a chance to make it to the national finals at the World Series. Go to pitchhitrun.com. Middle of the Rangers lineup coming up, and then Rivera, after his pinch hit double, led to the first run of the game for the Diamondbacks. He stays in at third. And as you look ahead to the bottom of the ninth inning, 3, 4, and 5, it's Moreno, Walker, and Pham.
And I'll tell you what, this young man's role just went way up. They moved him in the batting order, of course, and he's come up with 2 hits. But, I mean, it would take, again, I don't like to assume, but let's just say that Garcia can't play tomorrow. And then you got to have Evan Carter be huge again.
Carter, after finishing the regular season on a tear, hitting .307 in his 3 weeks in the major leagues, has upped that in the postseason. His average is at .333. Playing this postseason in a rocking chair, it seems like.
Well, and that's what's so unusual, and you got to give the young man credit because he hasn't come out of himself, meaning he doesn't expand the zone. It's not something he says he practices all the time. Oh, but he's not eager to be the hero. And by not being eager to be the hero, he passes the baton on to the next guy in the order. And that's just incredible. 32%.
He's got a 4-pitch walk to open this ninth inning. So, you know, the injury to Garcia, you hope he can come back. Scherzer, we saw leave with an injury. He would be lined up for potential Game 7. Now, if he does have to go on an injured list, they can activate another pitcher. But obviously, anybody who you can activate wasn't good enough to be on this initial roster. There's going to be a significant downgrade. So Rangers fans crossing their fingers that these injuries don't impact this significantly, although right now it doesn't look good. As Garber takes a strike, and we check in with Kenny.
Clubs in the postseason always keep pitchers around, keep them throwing just in case an injury happens. The Rangers have 2 righties, Grant Anderson and Matt Bush, and 2 lefties, Brock Burke and Jake Latz. Now, obviously, none of them is a starter, none of them is Scherzer.
Here's a deep drive to center field. Thomas is back at the wall. Alec Thomas has it. It is a joy to watch him roam center field at Chase Field.
What a play, and almost literally runs out of room. A couple years ago, this ball's way gone, and this ballpark's played a little bit smaller. The humidor has something to do with that. If you're not familiar with the humidor, that's where all the baseballs are kept at a perfect temperature to allow the elevation and everything to play neutral. And talking to some guys about center field, that's where the baseball goes to die now.
They just appealed here at second to see. Successful. Yeah, this place, John, was right behind Coors Field when it came to the way the ball would fly. And actually, I think Torey Lovullo may ask for these guys to get together and series. Game 1, Jose Altuve failed to touch second on his way back to first, and the Rangers got the call there. This replay review is sponsored by Zoom. They burn up those challenges quickly as they get into the 9th inning. Yeah, he never goes past it.
Right. You learn something from every series and every moment. We learned something about batting gloves not being tucked in. We saw that. We learned something from that play with Altuve. Where
the call is confirmed. The runner legally touched second base on the way back to first base. Arizona will lose their challenge. They have no challenges remaining in the game.
You're fired up about that balk that wasn't a balk the other day. It was actually Frias who was on the mound.
Yeah.
Fired it over there to Walker, but he stepped off.
Yep.
All right, so Heim is the batter. Texas looking for some insurance here. That is a strike, and hey, you think back to game 1. Remember, Adolis Garcia made that great play in the top of the 9th inning to save insurance and set up their comeback. Arizona can hope that that play from Alec Thomas can keep them within range, and they can take advantage of it in the bottom of the 9th. They've got 3, 4, and 5 coming up. One of the best comeback teams in baseball all year. Heim's looking for his first hit of this World Series. Swings through this fastball, and he's in an 0-2 hole.
Electric fastball out of Frias. Boy, he is going downhill with that pitch.
Carter off first. 0-2 from Frias. After toss over there. That looks a little more like it on a pickoff throw from Frias.
That's number 2, right? You miss that bat, you only get 3.
The third one, you got to get him, or it's a balk, and the runner gets second automatically. Pretty darn close there. Out of challenges, though. Bruce Bochy's out to talk with the home plate umpire and Alfonso Marquez. He perhaps is arguing that there already have been 2 disengagements.
Yeah, he's asking him if he stepped off before the 2 throws.
Umpiring crew is going to get together here to discuss whatever it is Bruce Bochy brought to their attention.
He thinks that there was possibly a step off before the 2 pickoff moves. That would be the 3rd pickoff move, and they're asking the umpires to check that, and they decided no.
He still is out, and sometimes you'll see that being the green light for the runner. So is this a moment where Evan Carter tries to use his speed? He's the fastest player on the Rangers. You've seen him steal a few in this postseason.
The step off would have been on the appeal.
Okay.
So doesn't count when you do an appeal.
Carter not going. Ball 1 on Heim. Texas trying to stay perfect on the road this postseason. Tied with the 19 Nationals, the 96 Yankees for the most road wins in one postseason, already 8 of them. As Hine goes down on strikes. The team's ever won 9. They're 3 outs away from becoming the first. Tom, let's get you in on this discussion on Max Scherzer and the path forward for the Rangers if he's hurt.
Yeah, there's a lot of complications here, Joe. Number one, he's lined up for Game 7. There's not an extra day. He's pitched only 3 times on the 5th day in the second half of the season. He's thrown only 9 2/3 innings in the last 48 days. So you have that to think about. And remember, this is the only time in the series the teams will play 3 consecutive days. And they're already deep in their bullpen tonight. But, Joe, I'll leave it up to you to tell Max Scherzer that he's off the roster and not available for Game 7. I don't want it.
No, me, they'll pass it on to Boch. That can be his job. New pitcher coming in, 3-1 in the 9th.
This MLB season, FanDuel is taking you out to every ball game. New customers bet $5 to get $150 bonus if your team wins.
It's mine. Oh. You okay?
Yeah. You okay?
We're fine. My serve.
Maybe we should stop.
This Pinewood pickleball champ stops for no one. Whoa.
We got our melons checked. She had a concussion.
Admitting I was wrong is worse than losing at pickleball.
Saving your brain is a definite win.
Don't mess with your melon.
If you hit it, get it checked.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
Ready! We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
I'm Branch's brother.
Gravel, card me, Dinkles. This is your second chance with your brothers, Branch.
Wet Willie!
Stop.
I am a grown-up.
Sorry, a wet William. Trolls band together. Rated PG.
Start Saturday strong with Big Noon Saturday on Fox. 7th-ranked Texas hosts number 25 K-State, and it all begins at Big Noon kickoff at 10 a.m. Eastern, and then K-State, Texas on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Andrew Solfering, ball 1 on Nathaniel Lowe. Well, Solfering came out of the bullpen in Game 2 and pitched decently well, at least encouraging enough where he's back out there here, because he's been shaky in the championship series. He's kind of all over the place lately. He's in the zone there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, that's not the ideal strikeout to walk ratio you want, 2-8. So that'll improve over time, and certainly they're hoping it improves right now.
The guy that just made his big league debut in September. Ahead of Low, 1 and 2. 3, 4, and 5 coming up for the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the 9th. Bouncing ball ricochets off Solfering to Marte, whose running throw is in time. It's 1-4-3. It's 3-1 to the bottom of the 9th. Fasten those seatbelts as Moreno, Walker, and Pham come up.
It's one of the world's fastest sports, demanding speed, precision, and unmatched connectivity. That's why Las Vegas Grand Prix chose T-Mobile, America's largest and fastest 5G network. From powering operations in the plaza to following the action on the app, T-Mobile 5G is helping Formula One's Las Vegas Grand Prix put race fans in the driver's seat. Come see why T-Mobile 5G is built to lead.
When I got the script, I was like, does Taco Bell really not have a breakfast taco? Doesn't that concern you?
For sure.
Yeah, it's like going to a shoe store and they only sell socks. It's like a convenience store that's at the top of a mountain. It's like parachute pants that are tight.
All right, Pete, we ready?
Say these ingredients in my sleep.
And action.
Breakfast taco at last. Fluffy eggs, melty cheese, savory sausage. See what I did there? I made a breakfast taco.
Heather and I had an argument just like any other couple. I was lost and lonely. I had snapped. I had a gun and I was going to take my own life. Heather helped me realize that there was still life to live. For the better of myself, my family, my weapon is now safely put away. A moment of crisis can happen to anyone. Store your gun securely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo.
Whoa, watch where you're going.
Yeah, Mom, pay attention.
What if it's a concussion? Hang on. I'll look it up. I'm probably fine. Probably.
We noticed something wasn't right and got her to a doctor.
I thought I was okay, but I had a concussion. Sometimes it's hard to tell on your own.
Don't mess with your melon.
If you hit it, get it checked.
Well, Frank Howard is one of the biggest and baddest sluggers the game has ever seen. Passed away today at the age of 87. And Frank hit the last home run in Washington Senators history and then the first home run in Texas Rangers history. With the team when they made the move in 1972. And our thoughts and prayers are with Frank's family today. Back here at Chase Field in Phoenix, Game 3 of the World Series goes to the bottom of the 9th inning. It is 3-1 Texas, trying to take a 2-1 series advantage, and their closer, who has been awesome in this postseason, is on.
Yeah, and he's on for 1 inning. It looked like he was going to be needed for 2 innings. But the 1 inning that he pitches, the sliders, 1 for 14 opponents are on his slider. It was the changeup that got him in trouble against the Astros in his 1 blip so far in the postseason.
He's the winning pitcher in Game 1 of this series. Pitched a scoreless 10th and 11th. Gabriel Moreno leads off and takes ball 1 from Leclerc. Last World Series game in this ballpark 22 years ago. Diamondbacks went into the bottom of the 9th inning trailing by a run against the great Mariano Rivera, who had converted 23 straight save opportunities. A few minutes later, they had won the World Series. Oh, wow. 2-0. It's Tony Womack that tied it. Of course, it was Luis Gonzalez dropped it into center field to win it. On a 2-0 pitch. There's ball 3. Strike 1. It was a walk that started the 9th inning of Game 1 that led to the Seager game-tying homer.
Yeah, there's no need to throw a slider here. You throw a fastball right down the middle and you live with whatever happens. You must make him swing. Wow.
It's a strike, and my goodness. I guess it evens out because he got a call that went his way for ball 2. Ball 4 was just called strike 2.
And I'm surprised by both, right? I'm surprised by the slider call 3-1, up by 2, and then the call for a strike to get to strike 2.
Woo. Man, oh man. They're testing out a challenge system in the minors, and the D-backs wish they had it right now. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball to third. Young's got it. 1 gone in the 9th instead of the leadoff walk.
And the reason I said you got to throw a fastball right down the middle, as a closer, when you come into the game, 1 run, a home run does nothing, but a walk does everything. And we talked about the walks that have happened. And one of them was a tight pitch on the corner that was called a ball, and this one was well off the plate that was called a strike. So the hitter still had a chance, but it's psychologically, he knows he should be at first base, and he had to get ready to hit on a 3-2 pitch.
That is a massive out for Leclerc, regardless of who's coming up next. But when you consider it's their leading home run hitter in Christian Walker, even more so. A strike on Walker, who has come to life the last few at-bats. Got a hit in the 9th inning of Game 2. Started this game with a double. Just one home run in the postseason after he hit 33 in the regular year. Cute foul, and it's 0-2.
So the unfortunate thing is they'll focus just on that one and not on the other one, right? Because the 3-1 pitch goes to ball 4, but the 1-0 pitch goes to 2-0 too. So tough mentally on the hitter.
Two on Christian Walker. Jose Leclerc comes home and a fastball left up there. Arizona's hottest hitter, Tommy Pham, waits on deck. One out in the 9th inning. 1-2 pitch. Walker takes ball 2. Oh. Leclerc throws. We'll do the 2-2 again. Diamondbacks in the top 5 in baseball and comeback wins during the regular season. Half of their wins in the postseason have been the come from behind variety. The answer backs, they've called them. Down to their last 2 outs. Another 2-2 to Christian Walker. Chased for strike 3 and 2 gone in the 9th.
Well, this one had a lot more of the zone. I know it looks like it was never in the zone when you swing like that, but that ball was in the zone to the hitter's eyes.
And so Pham trying to keep it alive. A visit coming here from Heim. Tommy Pham after a 4-for-4 game in Game 2, 2 for 3 today. 2 of the 5 hits Arizona has. You can keep it alive. Gurriel would have a shot. How are you pitching Tommy Pham if you're Jose Leclerc?
Well, again, it's 2-0, and he's going to have to do something with the bat. Meaning, I gotta throw strikes. I'm going to attack him with that slider and fastball.
Pinpoint, strike 1.
Because if it was a 1-run game, all bets are off. Then you're just 1 swing away. But because it's a 2-run game, you attack him, and if he gets a hit, he gets a hit.
Pham was 6 out of his last 7. Pops this one back. Out of play. Arizona's down to its last strike.
Now on 0-2, you go for the kill shot. You're definitely trying to swing and miss him. Now you don't. With the count in your favor, you've got 2 pitches to mess around with.
The 0-2 is in the dirt. With a quick pitch there. Pham didn't love it. Texas trying to stay perfect on the road this postseason. The 1-2 from Leclerc. Finishes off a 1-2-3 9th. And what a Texas turnaround here in Game 3. From losing 9-1 in Game 2 to winning 3-1 and retaking the lead in the series. They did it again, John, with 1 big inning. They got 3 runs in the 3rd. That was all the offense they would need as the bullpen again becomes the story. 1 run over 5 innings in this game.
Yeah, it started with John Gray again, and John Gray set the tone. He gave them 2+ innings, and then Bruce Bochy was able to use high leverage guys the rest of the way. The Texas Rangers now, I think, tied the Diamondbacks for the most crooked innings, run innings, where that 3 spot was all they needed.